Welcome to the stash.
Raid us, bitches.
Yeah, I went last time. Can't we can make a cargo call without a raiding?
I'm waiting.
Hello everyone, welcome to Tabletop Fables. We will not start role-playing until we get raided.
Now we're getting desperate.
Now it's okay, no one's watching.
It looks like you're staring at Anthony when you stare at the screen.
Raid me, please.
Oh, where's Truedream when I need her?
She's a pillow, hold her up.
I'm Truedream. Elf who was dubbed the Harpy Queen is now dead. The party has begun, or completed I think, looting the majority of the Temple of Howling Hatred. While they are resting up, bandaging their wounds, leveling up to level 8. Truedream is off, I assume, piling all the heretics. I don't know. Probably throw them into the waters they got off that waterfall. We'll find out exactly when she arrives in a few minutes.
I've got a surprise for you, by the way.
Oh, joy.
Is it a romantic one?
So, my sword, I can cast a free 6th level spell.
Yeah?
Yeah. I cast Create a Homunculus. And I create a little winged version of me. It's like this big.
Out of trash or? They're just like exactly the same?
Just a little flesh. Just a little flesh.
So is it that big compared to you or your character? Or?
It's about that big and I'm about...
So about a quarter size.
So you're like 2.5.
About the size of my head. And just flies around going, oh,
you should make 2. And one should be red and one should be white.
You need to do that.
Do you create this in front of Koth?
Come on, he's going to bite it and we're going to end up with a flying pig.
Or you're going to eat it.
I mean, probably.
So you hear a bunch of rattling and stuff behind one of the curtains on upstairs. And then there's a brief flash of light. You start hearing Bombada! Bombada! And then one of the curtains starts twitching around.
Got more high pitched.
That's all I can do.
So I've got 2 questions. What the fuck and why the fuck? What are you doing?
Nothing. You ignore that. That is nothing of your concern. Shut up.
Wait, it's like new meetings and asexual.
Or you can say it's Bombada. Now?
Yep. Cannon.
So how does that actually work? So I haven't read the spell.
Basically, it's it only has 1 hit point. It has an AC of I think 11, but I have a permanent telepathic bond with it anywhere on the material plane.
Sure. Can you call it back if it gets blown up?
No. It is dead.
Alright,
It's basically a fine familiar, but
once off.
I can scry on it. I can use it as a scry.
I will do the general rule I do with horses in 90% of situations. If it doesn't go out of its way to get in trouble, it's like hiding on your body or something like that.
It's in my thing.
Yeah. if you risk it, that's one of the time.
Yep.
Possibly.
It is effectively his librarian for his backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, I need a sword!
I need an organisation to this chaos.
I know this picture of you with your cannons like boom, and then just like a bullet gets dropped in it.
That's what my second homunculus is for, once I can get it.
So you're not with the entire homunculus artillery crew. on the turret.
Almost.
I mean, it's not just like getting doing all three right now. Anyway,
I mean, like, I can technically with the create homunculus spell. It says if I can cast a spell again, the first one dies.
no.
So, but the artificer has an ability. One of its infusions creates a mechanical homunculus.
Oh, okay.
So, Bombada!
So what's everyone else up to?
Emissos, I've been meaning to talk to you.
Yes.
You've stuck around for a while now, risking life and limb. Why haven't you left?
Oh, I've got to repay my debt.
Your debt's repaid in full, but if you want a family, perhaps you should sign up. Zhentarim are always recruiting and they could use someone good like you.
No, I guess so.
I'm sure we could make it happen. I feel with 5 gone, we need some strength to push forward to the next, whatever the challenge is. And I'm sure the Zhentarim will back us if we've got more of their agents involved.
I'm sure they would.
What's the money like?
Good enough if you do the job well enough. Plus, they have plenty of avenues to sell things.
I do like finding interesting items. Lick it.
Perhaps we should see to it. We should return to the inn.
It's alright.
Come up with a plan of attack from there. Work out what we're doing next.
I mean, I've got nothing better to do. I mean, I could do with killing more of these people there, but nah.
How long have we been down here?
Since you about 2 hours. Oh no, past the long rest, 10 hours.
I thought
We were also collecting all of the gold, which was
Oh yeah. So you're right. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, 2-3 days.
Alright, over one of those days, I'm gonna... No, we couldn't get back into the hall, could we?
Yeah.
Which hall?
The
pyramid?
pyramid.
Yeah, it had 2
Or is-
doors, and your spell only lasts like 10 minutes.
Yeah, but had it been vacated or...
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
We killed everything that didn't flee.
No, but all the coldest have left.
At some point, I'm going to go in there and mess around with the spear and make a dooflicky.
Which sphere?
Not the spear.
Oh, sphere.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The spear and make a sphere.
Cool. Yeah, you mess around, you attune to it,
Yep.
and gain a bunch of weird and wonderful powers.
we leveled up, right?
You leveled up to 8, yes.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. Yeah, I just want to make an orb.
Destruction orb.
Yep.
You try to roll a religion check.
Cool. That's going to suck.
Hey, you've got proficiency in it though.
Yeah, it's like
Not very good.
+1. That's a natural one. I make an orb.
So it's a
With
fire.
very short fuse.
So you're trying to work out how to make the orb. You try meditating on the spear, a few other things. Eventually you feel like a tingle go up your spine. You get a vision of a place further. I will see if I can find a picture of it. Don't mind me, people at home.
No, the man behind the curtain.
I'm his little friend. Bombada, what are you doing over there?
Bombada.
Playing with yourself?
Don't you play with yourself all the time? It's my favorite hobby.
I mean, no one else people are around.
Well, that's been a problem in the past that you
So you picture a very airy, cave.
Yeah.
3 large spears, spires of rock.
Okay. Do I get a sense of direction?
Pretty much straight down, at a fair distance.
Okay.
You feel this eye upon you, potent and foreboding, whispering to you that head down there and form the ritual. Power you seek will be yours.
Cool. Seems like a good idea. Did we see any staircase going down?
Let me find the right map. Let me go another direction for the right map.
The answer is we haven't yet from the map last time.
No, you haven't yet. But depends on how good a look you've had at this area.
I think we haven't gone past this area yet while we've been collecting the gold.
Alright, cool.
I'm going to assume you haven't gone through any doors, unless you tell me.
No, we've only sort of done that.
So down like
area.
here, up there's this, up to the north there's a stash of Morden, and sort of look at ruined shops, but you haven't gone into any of them. There's a large double door with symbols of, seems to be dwarven gods, but you didn't really look too close at them. To an area to the east of that.
Did the genie have any tools that I would know of, or like decent magical tools or
Took
anything?
them all. But it had given you some over time,
Yep.
through the artifact facing things like that.
Yep.
There is though a head of a purple worm that you know, Bombada, that heads down.
So it's like open.
Yeah, it's like came up and died. It's left like sort of a tunnel down to its body.
That's metal as fuck.
So is that?
Alright,
From that, yeah.
So, Koff, I have to ask you something.
Yes.
You've been beyond the veil, you've seen death. What did you find there?
I don't really remember it. 1 minute I was fighting in a bar, then it was black, and then I was falling out of the sky.
You're far luckier than I then. I don't want to go there again.
I mean, I feel like where you go when you die depends on your actions, who you worship, and whatever other kind of ramifications your choices have made.
I think it's safe to say none of us are going anywhere good.
Hey, speak for yourself. I'm doing alright.
I've seen what you do.
Hey, look, she deserved it, and Mike is with his family now. Well, if he made the right choices, he'd be with his family.
I truly believe Michael's a good man,
Mike?
so I
Was
hope
in a
he's
cult.
gone to a better place. Misguided, certainly.
You once saw him in kicking puppy class. He didn't seem to be holding back.
He was a bad man.
Just like info from it.
Bad man!
I think our only hope is to please the gods we serve now.
I mean, I don't really serve anybody yet. Except for, maybe a dragon? If it asks me to, but you know, that's just old habits die hard.
The dragon that was here?
I know, Richard was a dick. He wasn't even that strong.
Well, that's true.
He wasn't worthy of worship.
Well, I think we should head back to the inn anyway. I think that's the best thing. Recover, speak to the right people, work out what we're going to do next.
Where's this in exactly?
Oh, it's a bit of a hike, but we could get there in a few days.
Cool.
I imagine over the last few days I would have filled you in on the different temples, and you probably would have already known about it as I told you.
Yeah, I think I would have known about it.
Yeah, you probably know more than them. You would know the names of the 4 elemental princes,
Sweet.
being
Just wait for you to like rip out some names like Bob, Dave, Jack. and
I'll wait
Steve.
for it.
or what my attempt at pronunciation. For fire, Emix
Yep.
is a giant flame.
1 second. Let me just. Yep.
For earth, Ogromok. I'm sure that's entirely not how you pronounce that, but there's a fancy thing above a letter, so I'm pronouncing it like that. Also known as the father of gargoyles.
Yep.
Sure you would have been five favourite person. Water worships Ol Hydra.
Hellhydra.
Hails him, yeah.
Yep.
He's just basically tidal wave made sentient. And air, his name rings loud in your mind when said.
Yeah.
Worship Yan Si Bing.
Yep.
He's the most anthropomorphic of the often referred to almost. You would know the most about him as well. Does pretend to be sort of like a badass genie, sort of much bigger and more potent. That's not his true nature though, but that's the appearance he gives.
He decides to put off.
Yeah.
Alright.
His favourite thing to do is just simply drag the air out of people's lungs so they die nearly instantly.
Alright, so for the Earth people, we've got Mark. Water people worship Ollie.
I'm going to stop you there. Mark, does he create people out of rock?
Not really sure.
I think we might have met him.
Don't really pay attention to their shtick. The air guys worship Yancey, which is these guys.
Yancey?
Yeah, they're all about Yancey.
I correct you.
They're not all about Yancey?
You just hear the ring of a metal post on the ground, and I think you'll find that that's Yancey Bing.
I think you'll find the colloquial term is Yancey.
To get in your face, I think you'll find it's Yancey Bing.
So to get in his face, you have to go down on like a knee.
Oh yeah, no, in fact, I'll bring
Squat,
his face to
squat.
me. Just pick him up and
Yancey.
face to me.
Yancey.
Anyway, now that we're done with that,
Oh, and the fire guys, I've got a few names for them. I got Ludicrous and Remix. It's a remix to
same
Ignition.
person or two people?
What?
Same person or two people?
Same person.
Sounds hot and fresh out the kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh, you just it's fire. Is that what's wrong with that?
What about the Harpy Queen that lives far below?
I'm guessing. Oh wait, no, the Harpy Queen was. I'm guessing the
Roll a history check.
Go +7 to that.
Margaret's a friend of mine.
22.
No harpies down here. The only queen was what's her name? Who just died?
I got no idea what you're talking about. The only queen down here is the lady that I roasted.
Well, she wasn't surrounded by an army of harpies, so it can't be her.
Yeah.
She wasn't a lady. I mean,
No, I'm certain it's not right.
No, harpies have 4 legs.
that is wildly incorrect.
No, it's not. I killed 2 of them before.
I believe you have your creatures mixed up.
Never.
Did they look like women with wings and legs?
I mean, hairy woman.
With large beaks.
Not feathered,
Some feathers.
Yeah.
but hair.
Some hair.
There was hair and feathers.
Feathered hair.
Yeah,
Hairy feathers.
that is definitely not a harpy.
Ah, so you do know of the harpy then, you liar.
I mean, I know what harpies are. I read books.
Yeah, but you've been in this hole this time.
I have a lot of books.
Books can be wrong.
There's like a stack of books just in the...
Yeah, well, the cultists had books. Look what it did for them.
You see 4 books on harpies.
Specifically.
It's all just false lies spread by the cultists.
If they get open, it's just like
just like...
Harpy Poster Girl magazine.
yeah, calendar for no reason.
Here's Harpy of the Month.
Why is that one on the top of a carriage?
I tried to open this one, but it's stuck together.
Look,
This one's
that was mine.
She needs to be re-polish on herself.
Never lend people your smut.
Oh,
Bad idea. It never goes well and doesn't make friends.
Bombada.
last time I did, my brother
You
took
don't
off
make
with
friends
her.
with smut. You don't make friends with smut.
Not in the workplace anyway.
I'm thinking we go back to the tavern and Bombada follows 60 feet behind just to keep an eye on the rear guard. You seem quite capable, and you've got your contraptions.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I can't exactly see very far around me.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be fine. You'll hear us.
In the border
I
when
mean,
you walk off.
I can see in front of you, but I can see in front of me, but I can't see really behind me.
Yeah, so you can keep an eye on what's between you and us.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I throw down the turret and then just start riding that at 15 foot.
Yep.
It seems kind of slow.
So you
Yes.
guys pick up Truedream. So heading to the surface.
I mean, no, she's pretty heavy.
She picks us up and we start heading to the stairs. So, Truedream, it's been a long time. Tell us your backstory again. Tell us all about you. What have you been up to lately? How are you feeling about this?
Cleansing Harris.
Ah, yes, of course.
So you guys are eating out.
Yes.
Yeah, it's right. When you're holding it up before, you can just see
The fact is in here is not a random thing.
It's got the facial tones just exactly right.
I agree.
I hate
we
you
should
all.
go to the tavern.
So you guys start going to the tavern. Doesn't look quite right. So you guys head down the 500-foot passage back to the surface, where I believe there is a cart and a displacer beast waiting.
No, the space beast.
No, Displace the Beast died.
Why?
Oh yeah.
I thought you were trying to...
I believe there's a cart.
Forgot. Didn't we take off before you could kill it?
No,
No,
Truedream
No, we brought it
got
down
murdered.
and got murdered.
took it down, and when Truedream got taken down,
Brutally.
Oh,
Brutally
yes, that's
murdered.
right. I recall.
Look, why is
she looks after his pet for
fun.
fight. That's what you can't trust your neighbours.
So yeah, you guys reach surface. You're in the ravine. You see the collapsed and ruined tower of the Feather Gales for sliding. Yeah, start heading back to the main road. They got a cart filled with pretty much nothing. A couple of horses.
I pulled out some potions I stole and drink them.
Where did you steal the potions from?
The temple. The more of the drugs.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Ish, you don't need to come in today. We've replaced you.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Roll a con save.
That's fine. I can be replaced.
The likeness is impeccable.
It's perfect.
Yeah, so Koff just collapsed in the back of the cart. You get a moment of like incredibly bright colours before you pass out in unconsciousness.
I look very happy.
Roll me a d4.
And see if you're dead.
Well, I came in at a bad time. Or a
One.
good time.
Yeah, you take 1 level of exhaustion.
Luckily, I'm having a nap.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be gone by the time you arrive at your destination.
Well, Cops asleep. Truedream, Emissos. What do we think of Scruffy? Do we think he should be in charge?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Like 60 feet behind the cart is all you can see me like riding the Eldritch Cannon just being like,
Oh, 99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer.
yeah.
So, yeah, sorry, you
Mm.
discussion.
I will send it to go sit on the underneath of like the axle of the cart as well.
Cool. So, just during this conversation, every now and then you've been awake for months, delirious state, you look out the window of the cart, and you see a small little gremlin-like creature just like taking out like twigs, like splinters and stuff.
Don't get it wet or feed after midnight.
I mean, it's just sitting there. I mean, it's not doing anything until.
Okay, might be stealing some screws.
Yeah. I'm still making a plane fly this guy.
Every now and then I just, who's driving the car?
Probably me.
Cool. Every now and then I nudge you just so that we go off a little bit through a pothole. And the car just goes.
So many
Why there's little things under the axle?
I'm not going to bother rolling, but I see this thing trying to pull out a cut apart and just put it to sleep.
Can I fall asleep?
No,
I don't have the stats for it, so.
It's got 1 HP, it falls asleep immediately. If it can't be put to sleep, then it doesn't matter, so the rolls probably doesn't matter.
I know it's going to matter.
The sleep roll?
Yeah, although maybe I'll make you make an Arcana check. If you want to get just the edge of the cart that all of you are sitting on while travelling.
I must have like 30 HP.
20 on an Arcana.
Ah, yeah, you can judge it right. That's fine.
Been doing this for years, or at least months.
I feel as though I blanked out for a little bit and dissociated. What happened?
no, just immune
Oh,
to
you
charmed
were
and
busy
poison.
burning the heretics. We've decided to go back to the tavern and see what to do next and
You see
get some of our friends sworn in with Zhentarim.
You see a creature, the third the size of Bombada, who looks exactly the same, except with a pair of wings go, Bombada! And just fall onto the ground.
Very well then.
And we run over with the cart.
No.
I'm driving and I say no.
You get out and just run over it with your feet.
pick it back up.
I can't believe you have a child.
Yeah, did you see I used my 6th level spell on the sword to make it homunculus?
I have not, but that's amazing.
Is it? I'm picturing baby Barda in like a little
Baby Barda
in a little floating crib.
I mean,
big floppy green ears.
Yep.
All of a sudden, I'm a bounty hunter.
well,
Look, our ranks have only gone up.
apparently, out of all of a sudden I've turned into a Mandalorian. All of a sudden I'm stoic, and all I say is, "This is the way."
Well,
Actually,
Bring
more
you in warmer, I can bring you
realistically,
in cold.
Says the guy that's following other people, and I'm like, no, this is the way.
Hey, I'm just leading from the back. I'm a supervisor.
now I believe you're in the middle of having a discussion. I've spoken.
So, Scruffy is going to be our main point of contact from now on if we leave him in charge. So we need to make a decision as to whether we should keep him in charge or try to find someone else to replace him with.
Can I add a meta point here?
Yes.
He said he was leaving and would not he did not want to be put in charge.
Did you tell us that?
Did he?
Yes, and I probably would have.
I wasn't listening.
But if he's still there, then we'll make that decision when we get there.
I also am not fully aware of how many Zhentarim agents we have here, so I have no idea what we can compare him to.
Well, we need to start bolstering ranks. We need support. It's getting too much for just a few of us to handle.
Wax. Hammer, a recruitment drive.
Yes.
I see.
As you whack your hammer against your hand, there's
Crack a bone.
basically, there's a bit of a loud boom. Your hand vibrates.
Do I know of any kobold like hives that are currently like subservient to a dragon?
Probably.
Is there a possibility? What would I think? The possibility of going there, killing said dragon, and then taking over said hive.
Oh, to make little babies in turn.
Mm-hmm.
Realistically, they'd fight to the death, or they're probably not worth knowing.
Yep.
And that's probably the way a kobold will see.
Can we make
And
Storm of Zhentarim?
And they're definitely like family and group, so you wouldn't be able to join.
Yep.
The dragon, if you walked in and just like killed the little kobolds and took over with your own family, the dragon wouldn't care.
Yep.
But
Yeah, what I want to do is walk in, kill the dragon, and be like, "Fuck off!" or "You're mine."
We'll just recruit the dragon.
My flamethrower!
Actually, we could try recruiting a dragon. They're intelligent, they want riches, as the Zhentarim can probably provide. We might get eaten, but we might succeed.
Shouting this from 60 feet back, by the way.
I do not believe from our current past experience that attempting to deal with dragons is a good idea at this current stage. Not until we have another paladin.
I don't think a paladin's going to make too much difference.
No, but he will be bait this time.
We can create bait. We can make it look like there's paladins there, or an army, whatever we want.
Yes, but they do not take hits instead of me.
And that is why we need to recruit, and that's why we need more people.
Can we find more paladins?
Probably. We'll just send a message back requesting.
Excellent.
so eventually, a couple of days go past. You recover from your exhaustion, unless you take more drugs.
I mean,
Then it will just sort of
how
keep.
many drugs did I pick up?
Well, it was enough for a cult.
That's a lot
I guess I'm still taking drugs then.
Roll me a d20. I'm really interested to get a 1 or like less than
I got
5.
a free.
Okay, then I'll have to actually work out. Well, turn that into a save. Con save.
5.
That's 15 less than DC, so. It was a scaling DC, because it was like, it's a drug that you want to take effect, and then it's like, OD. You roll me a d6.
6.
Remember how I told you we didn't want to go back to the void?
I'm going to the nice boy. I'll be
No,
back.
you're not.
It starts off as a nice void, and then it goes real dark, real fucking quick. You blink and you demons
I mean,
and
if that
dreams.
means 6 levels of exhaustion, you just
Isn't that
insta-die, I
just
think.
a cold
So you recover your one level.
Yeah, welcome to LSD.
No. So after taking the next set of drugs, Cole starts having a seizure. Probably at the mouth.
Why is he vibrating?
A watch.
We're just watching him.
People.
I'm not sure.
With my intelligence model, of 0. Wait, no, I didn't level my sheet yet.
Medicine's wisdom.
Oh, it is?
Everyone in our party is an idiot, apparently.
Oh, so it is. I'm proficient in medicine. Hang
I
on.
have seven.
We're all idiots.
They're all useful idiots. Get it right.
Useful is stretch.
I think he's just having a bad dream. It should be fine.
17
Oh,
medicine
wait.
check.
No, that is actually a seizure.
Oh.
That is a slight problem.
Reminds you of some animals and I don't know elves you've seen eat the wrong berries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's going into some sort of food drug based shock.
Cool.
You probably need to, if you really want him alive, which is always an iffy question, probably need to give him some sort of emergency tracheotomy.
I'm gonna die anyway.
Just punch him in the duodenum.
Yeah, that's what I was about to do. Just hang him off the edge of the cart and just be like, and drop onto him and just to see if I can cause him to just off the back of the cart.
Before you do that, spare the dying.
Roll a medicine check with disadvantage.
Unless you're doing a people's elbow.
14, 21.
Yeah, you vomit up. You roll me a d4.
3.
Uh,
I'm doing nothing to be gentle.
So
This is why I can't spare the dying, just in case.
you're going to take but hit point damage, but it won't matter because you'll get a rest and come back. Actually, I think 3 will be really convenient. Yeah, you are down to 3 levels of exhaustion as you vomit up half of the massive OD you took before you can absorb it.
Do you wake up and just take another hit?
I wake up, I'm like, what the hell are you guys doing?
So that leaves you at 4, which is hit point maximum halved.
Wait, no, because I lost my 1. And
You lost
said I had
1 and then
6.
you lost 3.
Yeah, but you said I got
Yeah, but that he with that successful medicine check got you to re-roll, and now it's you 1 and then took up 3 more.
Oh, so I didn't lose my first one then.
Yeah, I was doing that because I was like, I don't actually want to kill your character off that 1 roll.
Oh,
I plunk down
Isn't
next to
that 8
Emharis and
levels
say
of
he should rest.
6.
Alright.
Yeah, I thought there was
That was
7
an
for some reason, and then I double checked.
I believe you should stop attempting to narcotize yourself.
No,
Instead, just
haven't you done
enough.
drugs before? Sometimes you die and then you come back. That's just how it goes.
I think
A natural one
you
gets a
should
bird.
take a nap instead.
What bird was it?
You.
A pigeon.
No,
It was a hummingbird,
Damn.
and just
I
like
wanted to read.
sidestep.
Getting hungry.
Another day passes. You get a little exhaustion back, and hit points. Then you see the tavern.
Oh, we made it without you killing yourself. Good.
At some point in the way, if I see a raven, I want to dominate the beast and just have it land on the cart and.
Yeah, just roll a perception check.
Yeah, that's shit.
6.
6.
Crow.
Goose!
No.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah, you see the tavern. You approach the gate. Gets open for you. You head in.
Decloppy our way in.
You see, looks like the pig racing track has been built permanently. There's some sort of gladiatorial circle with a couple of crudely made stands at the moment. There's just some of the swords doing their basic training in it, but it looks like, judging by some of the blood across the mud ground, it's been used for proper fights.
I go behind the bar and take over.
So you head in, you head to the bar, you go around behind.
Bartender yells at him.
I run as well.
The new people that own the place get shitty at you.
Yeah. What's your passive perception?
12. 13.
That's your AC.
17.
If it's hidden, he has advantage.
Oh, it's just an auto crit. Bartender's got new management.
I am the new mandarin. How dare they?
You're gonna have to fight them for dominance.
Please don't.
Papa!
Oops. You turned on. You take 26 damage.
You'll see what hit me?
You feel, just like impact of a magical weapon across the back of your skull. Presumably, as you turn around, you see there's an athletic elven woman wearing leathers, hood down, got a dagger in her hand.
Hello, who are you?
The owner of this bar. Move.
Oh, I'm the barkeep.
I'm going to send a message as well. Fight her, but don't kill her.
I don't reply a message, I don't know what magic is. I'm good.
It's just like, move.
But this is where I work. I left for a short while, now I'm back.
So, anyone with a bit more brains in this room?
I roll in on my fucking thing, set it up in the corner, flip it up in flamethrower mode, pop a grill on it, and then start cooking a steak in the middle of the floor. I'm like,
Look at her at the Zhentarim sign.
She looks at you. You recognise Amra, who recruited you into the Zhentarim. Emharis, is this thing with you?
This is my... which one?
Me.
No, the one behind the bar. This one.
Yes, this is my brother.
Move him.
I go up and start pulling at him and am completely unsuccessful.
I will
Shoot,
walk over,
shoot.
pick him up, and walk away with him.
Then I say,
There we go.
Well,
It's gonna
You guys need to do a grapple check against each other.
Yeah.
Another bit of meat's gonna land next to yours, but it's like just sort of gonna touch each side and then be removed.
gonna hit it with the spices.
I rolled a 17 on the die, and this is an opposed strength check.
so she has to use athletics, yes?
Yeah, you have to do as athletics. You get to
Oh,
shoot.
strength athletics. Haha, 17 plus 6.
Yeah, she beats me.
So you pick him up, just drag him out.
Ah, you remember Truedream?
That's a big lady.
No, thank you.
What? What? Oh, well,
I
sorry.
wasn't talking to you.
We've lost some. We've lost Kellen, 5.
I didn't know 5 had been sent to join your group.
Oh, yes, he had. Oh, he joined us. Either way.
Looks around, about to continue this discussion. Away from these good folk.
Yes, I think that's for the best.
Do you have any water chestnuts?
Let's find
How
out.
many D8s are level 6 fireball?
She looks around, she picks up like this bowl and like fridges it to you. None of the peanuts, well, none of the nuts fall out, they're not peanuts, there's some nuts.
Thank you.
And I just put it in my bag.
Jesus Christ.
So she just leaves the background.
Yeah. I gesture for Emissos.
I come up.
So this is our friend Emissos, who's been with us from the start, and I've told him that it's time that he joined the family. He's been
He was
invaluable.
good. Yeah. You guys welcome more members.
Good.
Do you also give your recommendation?
He has been very useful. I would believe him to be a good asset for the Zhentarim.
He's proved himself in combat more times than I can count, saved us more times than I can count too.
Very well, welcome.
No, I don't make some snide remark that you can't count past 3.
Each are, of course, promoted to wolf.
Oh, thank you.
What about that kobold out there?
Oh, we've just met him recently. He could prove very useful, rather chaotic.
Here from the other room.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, diddly-dee.
I lean in and say,
Tell him-
"Yeah, more of a peasant."
I'll tell him he's a member if you wish, and just keep him like Lorenzo. Just a bit of arm's length. If he dies, he dies. They don't live long anyway.
Yes.
That's not true.
Should your other brother be inducted by this point? I don't know if he already was.
I think that's up to you after you're running with him. I'd rather not weigh in too close to me.
Will not. As a wolf, though, both of you have some recruiting ability. It's not before you leave here. You should understand this place has Zhentarim agents. I can't allow myself to be seen to lose face. If he didn't intervene, I would have stabbed him to death.
Fair enough.
Completely fair and reasonable.
Nice message in front of us. Hear that? She would have stabbed you to death.
I am selling my drugs behind it, and I'm just like,
Yeah, you are.
some lasting effects. Apparently, there's weird voices in my head.
Whilst that happens, I'm going to cast confusion on him.
You are in this room, are you or not? Or?
No, actually, yeah. If I'm still with the group, then
Yeah.
probably not.
Because the three of us and her are in the room. You two are not in the room.
Once I've cooked my steak, I'm going to go outside and I'm going to upgrade the pig track again. Just as this time, I've got some fucking skill, yo.
That was the whole reason.
Well, I'll find out what you do in a moment with that. So she gets an update from you. Do you just give her the full detail?
Yep.
or-
Yeah, we don't need to hold anything back, really.
Because, well, good. The number of raids and caravans and like have dropped. Perhaps still with these, especially these elemental prophets.
Yes.
Central Keep has taken notice.
We will send them all to their final resting place, as needed.
Is there anything you need? Apart from myself, you are the powerful agents in the region.
Nothing I can think of. I'm provided for,
Yep.
as I'm sure you know with your research.
Well, it sounds like you had a dragons. Like, did you tell? No, everyone knows there's a dragon horde involved somewhere.
Yeah.
It sounds like you have a dragon's horde of gold at your disposal. There's ways of transporting it to Central Keep. Put that into the requests and
Yes.
see what you can come up with.
Excellent. Truedream, anything you need?
Nothing that I can think of at this moment.
Emissos, you're one of us now. Your family.
Sending box.
A sending box. As in,
Yes, as in the one that is here, just a smaller one.
where do you want it to go to?
Back to Red Larch.
Is that possible?
Custom order. I believe you were creating some sort of communication scheme there. I can see if I can have them make two at once. They can't be travelled through the boxes themselves, interdimensional spaces, interdimensional spaces, and all that. But they'll be sent over via some giant vultures, so it shouldn't take too long for them to get here.
Assuming that is going to be our new base of operations.
So just to check, they will deliver directly to us and find us.
No, they will deliver to here.
Okay. Then I don't need to tell you to watch out and not eat the giant birds flying overhead. I trust.
It's just the giant vultures. They are, of course, creatures of bane.
Yes.
Wander off. Bit of disgust on my face.
Yes, back from that. Keep doing this you're doing. I will be running here for some time.
Have you heard anything? Anything about the other cults while we've been gone? I know the Earth cult was making some movements.
Let me see. It was. I've heard there's been something at the Rundress Manor. Someone they called the Dark Lady.
Oh, I remember hearing of that. We never did go.
No, we should go and resolve that.
And yes, there's nothing pressing at the moment. Now would be the time. Are we to kill her or recruit her aid?
I don't know. All I know is agents of others have been seen going there. Deal with it as you see fit. You have some rank. Use it wisely.
Very well. Thank you. We'll see you again soon. We'll come and collect your box.
Cool.
5 days? 10 days? For the custom order?
Well, it involves creating a magic item from scratch, so that's... We'll see. I don't want to make promises of...
Do you have sending stones so we can keep in contact?
I have the ones that were here.
Which you do have that are on my body.
Yes.
Let me see. I don't know who's these for link up to. Testing. Yeah.
Oh,
I believe, did I have 2? Or one was...
You got one from somewhere else.
Yeah. That's right, one was random.
It's on me now.
one in my road.
Whatever that's going to be important.
Well, just let us know when it gets in and we can make our way back.
So, and let your brother know if he comes behind the bar again, I will kill him.
Oh, I'll tell him, but I guarantee at some point you're probably going to have to kill him.
If you try, make sure to use a magical weapon. He has the lycanthropy curse.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
If you can avoid it, please don't. If there's any way around it. Such as public disgrace, knock him out, make him look a fool in front of the crowd.
No.
Very well. We'll see you again soon then.
Alright.
Come on, Emissos, let's go.
Hang on. Yeah, follow you out.
Blood our way out.
So meanwhile, how are you upgrading the truck?
Alright. Plonk the bag down. Basically, I'm going to get a couple of big logs and then tie a rope around and make a so someone can sit there and go like that, and all like 4 or 5 logs will roll but in opposite directions, so the wire will get, like come around like that, so they will spin differently, so the pigs have to try and weave through these logs.
Sure.
A bunch of stuff.
Roll your artificer check. We'll find out how you're selling your drugs. I want a sales pitch.
You can,
While he's doing
you
that,
can do that while
gee.
look up exactly what I add for using tools, because there's a few things.
It's pretty much just I have drugs. Want to buy some drugs?
While there's mechanical turret,
Hey, kid,
I'm
wanna buy some drugs?
just going to remove a couple of cogs.
You're in a big trench coat.
How far away from you is the mechanical turret left?
Did you leave it in the bar?
No, it would follow me. It's just a little bit slower than me.
Oh, it actually follows you, does it?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
But, like, I can mentally command it within 60 feet, so...
You can turn that
okay.
into a floating pod, right? We could put a baby you in.
I mean...
It needs a lid, though.
Theoretically, eventually.
Sorry, I realised my can of drink blended with the green screen, so I'm playing...
This part of it.
Yeah, the green parts rather than the label, so I'm having fun.
So that's 15 with just my proficiency. Yeah, with just my proficiency without any, like, my intelligence or anything added on.
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, you seem to do a good job of this. Isn't like super lightweight, perfectly balanced. You reckon you could do a better job given time, but a couple of strong legs on it make the humans work.
Give it a slap.
It's good for a test run.
Bombada.
Quiet, you meant to be a secret.
Bombada.
So,
Yeah, I just sit in the back of the inn while they leave the room and I try and sell my drugs.
sure, persuasion check.
Surely these people want drugs. Terrible people.
Yeah, they want drugs.
Which is good because I don't have any charisma.
Sure. How much drugs do you sell and what do you say the dosage is? Because they don't recognise them. And
I assume I have like 6 bottles left, so I sell all 6, and I'm just like, yeah, you just drink the whole bottle. It's been working great for me.
what
That's how you
rate
fill
do
the
you charge?
clientele.
50 gold a bottle.
It's probably going to price out the market.
How much people? I don't know how much drugs are. 20 gold. Well, can I make some sort of check? I'm sure I've bought drugs before.
No doubt.
Look, judging by this crowd, you're probably thinking you're lucky to get more than 10. If you're saying 1 dose is 1 bottle, probably, yeah, people would pay more than 10 gold per bottle.
Alright then, I'll say you can get 4 doses out of a bottle then.
Yeah, people pay like $40 a bottle.
Yep. Excellent.
10 doses a bottle, you say? 100 doses?
Which is probably more accurate and probably worth the money.
The
We won't kill them that way.
hoard gold that we found, is that all going to the Zhentarim, or is that...
How much hoard gold did we find?
I told you last night game. Did I?
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
25.
Oh, I was gonna make you roll for it.
Oh wait, yes.
It's 25 grand.
Yeah, 25,000 or what?
Yeah, she implied more sort of if you want to purchase things, you can use money. She didn't ask for a tax or anything like that.
I do have 500 pounds of it in my bag of holding,
Yes.
stashed in my pile.
I was going to work out how much you carry. Yeah. So you guys walk
I
out.
was going to say, how much can an individual carry? Say 1,000?
I hate working out encumbrance. So you guys come out.
0.0.
Cop sitting in the booth. I'm assuming drinking some alcohol or maybe one of these.
Yeah. Well, I sold a bunch of alcohol last time. I'm sure I still have some left.
There's a guy in the impromptu dance floor.
Voguing it.
Throwing shapes.
There's a couple of people just drinking around. Looks like one table's a bit concerned about one of their mates who's like passed out on the table, frothing at the mouth.
I walk up and I kick him in the stomach.
Roll a medicine check with disadvantage.
No, that was just a straight up attack.
Oh, God, depends on your intentions.
It was good, but then it wasn't free.
So you just like boot this guy in the stomach and like death rattle comes out of his mouth. So he completely ODs. His friends will turn around and look at you very displeased.
That's
You see that
how you helped him.
this is the group that stabbed you last time.
Look, guys,
looking pretty
you do drugs. Sometimes you die.
The group that stabbed us last time, you say?
Stabbed me last time. What do you meant?
One of the guys stands up and says, I know you cheated in that fight. I know you. I've heard the rumors. You're a wereball.
What fight was this? Was this an actual fight? Was this
This is the gladiator.
bar fight.
Yeah, gladiator pit.
Yeah, I'm aware. What's your point? That's not cheating.
He points at his friend. I will let this go. You make me one.
Oh, shit.
I bite the dude.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
I was going to say,
Unfortunately,
I have died before this. This is so infuriating for me. Like, personally, it's like, get back, and it's like, oh yes, you're all promoted, here are some more benefits. I'm like,
then the other two are like, yeah, me too.
Yeah. Well, I stop and I go, look at them and I'm like, 50 gold a piece.
That's a good deal.
I'll see what we can come up with.
Alright.
So I'm guessing
No,
we'll
tell
walk
your
out and we
friends.
see this.
Yeah. There's like one of them has been gored and like got a cut across his arm. He would have held out his arm.
You're
I start
charging.
There's a
noting,
dead guy at the table.
I start noting exactly who they are.
Yeah. So you guys.
I assume there'd be a reasonable armourer or armoury around here.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's standing. There's an actual quartermaster and
Yeah, cool. I'm basically going to go look for some better leather armour.
better leather armor. So you just have what, standard leather? Or?
Yeah, I've just got standard leather.
Padded leather or hardened?
I think, was it studded?
Studded leather.
You have studded?
No, I don't have studded. I've only got padded at the moment, or normal leather.
You probably can't get magical. Actually, just roll me a D100. We'll see. We'll see.
You might get a +3.
That's pretty
65.
high, yeah. No, I think it was an 85.
About halfway.
We'll put it
okay,
this way.
so,
When I find someone, I feel that they need to know that I feel that I deserve better than just your everyday studded armor. And
so you do come across like a quartermaster,
yeah,
and a bit of back and forth, and works out what you want. And so he eventually says, "I do have some of the shadow scale armor."
I raise an eyebrow of interest.
He pulls like he reaches up to like section of the wall, and reaches and grabs it. And then you realise there's a slight outline of something there, and as he pulls it down, it slowly shifts in colour as well. Almost like a slowly reacting chameleon.
Yep.
Brings it over, it appears to be studded leather, so there is some metal on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it slowly shifts to the more so the light and dark than the actual outright colours around, but it's a sort of grey colour anyway.
Yeah.
The longer you hold it in place, the more it changes.
Yeah.
It says this. As we found, well, one of the local lads was a bit of a wannabe assassin, and well, the blood's cleaned out of it now, and I've replaced him. But from what I understand, it's not my thing, but if you can't stealth, it'll help you stealth, and if you can stealth, it'll make it like you're an expert.
Okay.
In out-of-game terms, it's essentially starter leather counts as magical armor even though it's in +1, and it'll either give you proficiency or expertise on stealth checks.
Yep. Yeah, I look at him, but with a bit of a deep, slightly annoyed voice, this will do. Get
He
it.
gestures around to like rusty swords and
Yeah.
things, and it's like,
Yeah. I don't ask for a price, I wait for one.
he looks you up and down. It seems that you're a man of not super considerable wealth. 400 gold pieces.
Yeah, I imagine I would have had probably a fair stack of money out of the board.
Do you?
Well, considering that's why I wanted to know how much I could carry, because I would have had that on me.
And I figured most of it was on the cart anyway, so we probably rolled in with.
Okay.
Oh,
Like,
there's money on the
I
card.
would've-
I'm just taking some.
Yeah, there's probably a fuck ton on the cart. Like, I can probably only carry about maybe 15. Like, being generous, 15,000 gold. Then that depends on how much platinum's in there.
Like
Great,
going
I'm
on,
gonna take some money because I want to upgrade things too.
Oh, okay.
going on the fact of what other characters have been holding in the past, I would have said that I would only had like up to 1,000 on me.
You got 50,000.
So
Roughly 50,000.
take he would say 400.
Bag holding.
Yeah.
Take 400 out of the hoard money.
So I could roughly fit 50,000 gold in my bag of holding. It's all in my bag.
I'm pretty sure it
Actually,
was-
I'll let people collect whatever they can.
As long as 400 goes off one number.
Yeah, okay, well,
I will let
before I
everyone
go
take
shopping
about-
at some point, I would have gone and seen him and
I'll
just
let
been
everyone
like,
take 5 grand, and then I will just.
Okay, so you drop 20 grand off. Everyone put 5 grand on the sheets.
Cool. I'm
Otherwise, you get anything for free.
Yeah.
You've already have enough money as it is.
4,600.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's assuming gold is just 0.01 yours, like normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of it was platinum, some of it was silver, but it averages out to it was gold.
I'm fine with 5 grand. I go into town and I try and find someone to buy the items I have.
I would like to go and speak to our Zhentarim
Can you
lady
sell them to us first?
Nope.
and ask if I can purchase some plate mail.
So what was the armor?
It was starter leather armor, and it just gives you either proficiency in stealth, and if you're already proficient, it will give you expertise in stealth.
Okay.
She basically speaks to the quartermaster.
I was hoping I could get something veiny, but that's fine.
Oh,
Go to the quartermaster.
if you say it to her. So, okay, well,
Religious. It's
something
time to upgrade to being open religious.
looking for something magical as well.
Why not?
How potent magic are you looking to go? How much are you looking to spend?
I have enough, depending on what they can do. I can drop multiple thousand gold.
That's different. It's not.
That was the wrong thing to say.
Oh, it's not because she wants you to succeed. She also knows things have to get paid for.
Plate mail at base is 1.5k gold. So that's my base cost. I have up to 5 grand to spend here. And then I'm back to gold where I was before.
How much do rare things cost? Is it?
Rare, between 4 and 8,
Yeah.
I think.
I think it's more than that. I think it's more like 2,000.
No. It's all either.
I think very rare was 50.
Because it's uncommon is 400, and then it goes to rare.
Yes.
Yeah, so that would be 4,000 because Xanth's narrowed down more. But with plate, Yeah, she'll say 5 grand. We can get you some plate mail +1.
Works for me.
I'm sure someone can find an enchanted suit with the symbology of the tyrant.
Just quickly, rare is 501 to 5,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'm going off the Xander's, guys.
Oh, yes. And I'm back to where I was before in gold. 40 gold and 80 platinum.
So that is something we should have in stock at Central Keep.
Excellent.
So should have it in by morning.
Excellent. Thank you.
I'm gonna putter around, and I'm gonna see if I can try and sell to. When I see people, the next day, if I'm spending a day here, if I see people like getting items, I'll go to the place they've been going.
Yeah. So morning comes, unless anyone does anything.
Yes. What are the rules of like if people are asleep attacking them? Like if you want to assassinate someone.
Unconscious.
Unconscious is advantage and a crit.
Okay. The guys that contracted the web or
Yeah.
them, I want to go on murder in their sleep.
I was on 1, to be clear. Did I?
When it's
Those who
out
have
of page,
been.
Roll investigation to work out where they are.
I would have been watching them and following them.
Okay, cool. You can turn invisible at will.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great invisibility, and I can hide in shadows for free.
This is the kind of thing you should bring me in on. Torching people in their sleep just brings me satisfaction.
Well, they would all have different rooms, so
I follow the one that.
roll me a stealth check at advantage.
Stealth check at advantage.
Oh, I think I just said lucky get rolled there.
I think it was cocked actually.
Oh.
Yeah, it was cocked. 20.
Yeah, you follow him in. I go through the door very quietly. Eventually, as one with a shadow, walk up to this guy sleeping in a small room in a fairly dilapidated sort of cot. It's the rain there.
I draw quietly the dagger given to me. It gleams in the moonlight. And a small butterfly peels off and flies off.
Yep.
So, well, this is what you want. My hand is nothing into the throat.
Yeah, so you stab him in the throat. Blood pours out across your face.
I just slowly draw it across.
Paints across the wall.
So I shudder for a second, just wipe it off. Dagger away and disappear back into the shadows.
Will he finally sleep?
Do you go to the next two?
Yeah, I want to be safe.
Yeah, just stealth and attack. Same, exactly the same before with advantage on each one. It's pretty unlikely you're going to fail, but we will find out.
Double nat ones.
Then he'll just laugh.
First one was 16, then nat 20.
Yeah, this one seems to come even easier. You drive the knife down, through his spine, cuts across the neck. Then, as you turn and look, you see blood cross this carotid. Is it carotid artery, the one in the leg? No. Ephemeral artery as well. As the dagger cuts a second wound in his body.
Yeah. Once again, disappear into the shadows. Third room.
Yeah.
What do you get on that one?
Ephemeral.
Nat 20. Yeah.
Oh, that was a nat 20 as well.
Yeah.
You do the same. Cut the throat. You see the second wound as well, and you see one under the arm bleed out.
Yep.
It's the blood splashed across your face again.
Step in the right direction. Disappear. Go to my room and have a good night's not sleep.
No, you have a good night's sleep.
Finally.
He finally got some naps out.
Imagine the sleep hangover you're going to have. You're going to wake up and you're like, no!
Wake up in 3 months.
He's gonna sleep for like 3 whole days.
I don't want to go to work.
You specifically get 3 hours and 3 minutes sleep.
I'll take it.
You have to kill 8 people a day to get a solid 8 hours in.
Mood.
8 hours and 8 minutes.
I mean, you literally brought this on yourself when you took that invocation.
But yeah, as you wake up, you find the daggers in your hand. Looks far fancier now. There's slight thorns that are out of the handle into your hand. They hurt, they cause you to bleed, they don't do damage.
Yeah.
The blade looks instead of being sort of dagger, it's now almost more slightly longer, like a full-size dagger, very sharp, glints slightly in the moonlight, even though you're inside and there's no moonlight.
I'll send more your way soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, you feel that the magic inherent is more powerful as well.
Am I 3 hours sleep, then wait for a while and get up and find everyone else?
Yeah, so in the morning you head to the office and Amra is there and she has on an armour stand. You see that one of the swords is putting on the last couple of bits of armour onto the armour stand. She's watching from her desk. So it's very dark grey metal. It's meant to look very dark grey. It isn't any special magical material, but it's like solid steel. It's magical. And there's the symbol of Bane on the chest.
Yes.
The helmet is ferocious, sort of a foul countenance.
Shield match it.
I have my normal shield.
I know, but it doesn't match the dope set of armor.
Oh.
So I believe full plate +1 off the top of my head is AC 19 plus your shield.
Yes.
18. Oh, the +1, sorry.
Yeah.
So it'll be 19, and then plus my shield will be 21, which means when I use my Shield of Faith, I'll be 23 AC.
So so the helmet's like this sort of sinister countenance. Not I'm picking on left-handed people. So what does it look like? Ishar.
Well, first I'm going to write down Bane Plate Mail in my character sheet inventory, and then I will describe it.
Yeah.
Bane Plate Mail. So it is a dark grey, and in between all of the joints, because it's plate mail, so plate mail has all of its individual plates, where each plate meets, it seems to just be pure dark. It's almost as dark as something Anish Kapoor would love in his dreams. It's just pure dark in between each plate. And it wouldn't be just the canvas underneath. No, it's the actual edges of the plate are just very, very dark, mixed with the shadows. The helmet itself is some sort of Lovecraftian-esque horror where something about it just doesn't seem right. It's that inherent magical quality that gave it that +1 armor makes that face just slightly off-putting.
There is a common magic item that is essentially a helmet of. I can't remember the name of it, but basically it's a helmet where the eyes glow red.
Ooh,
So it's cold and ring cold. I brought it up for a reason.
When the helmet is being worn, the eyes will glow red.
Anime!
And it just seems to absorb light. It's that dark and dull that it absorbs light from the area.
Yeah.
Just for flavor text.
Just for flavor. Not any meaningful stealth layer.
No. It has disadvantage
red
on
eyes.
stealth.
Yes.
It has disadvantage on stealth.
Well, that's still in the attitude that I was like, I'm not stealthy with my bane armor.
I don't need a stealth.
I reckon also just for fun, if you want, when you walk in it, you can make it that everywhere in like a 10-foot radius around you, the ground just vibrates slightly.
Yes.
Nice.
Prestidigitation armor.
Basically.
Alright, just makes it sound like bang.
So you walk out of the office wearing this armor.
If my shield does not match, I'm going to get some paint and paint it to match.
No one will deny.
Excellent.
You, Bombada, see 5 walk in and 10, well, like 15 minutes.
Truedream. I was like,
What the?
You see Truedream walk in.
Just a dictate.
Probably not even 10 minutes, like 5 minutes later, because there's someone there to help you put the armor on. Truedream walks out and is like,
Where did you get that? I have some plans to upgrade myself.
Well,
Nothing quite so intricate. but just a little bit of a
Length.
up in the world.
My armor specifically came from our head office.
From
Comes
that
out
place,
wearing some
can
stilts.
they just get me some regular stuff?
For regular stuff, you should see the quartermaster. She is this.
Was
He
that
or
the-
she?
Was that the quartermaster?
They
Truedream
are.
said?
No, she was at Emra, who's in charge of that.
Okay.
I will show you to them.
Alrighty, thank you.
I'd be catching up at this point, I imagine. Shall we go see this lady? Perhaps we could stop by Red Larch and get some better equipment.
First, we will be stopping by the quartermaster.
Well, that's why I'm saying Red Larch. We probably have better opportunities to upgrade our equipment.
I don't need anything good. I just basically need half a pot and then I can make some armor myself.
There's some behind the kitchen there.
Yeah, but I need to make sure it's at least decent steel, and I figure the quartermaster's probably got something fresher.
I just start plodding over to the quartermaster.
So you head in, Kubo's like, thanks for attention.
Hi!
That one wishes to purchase something.
Yes, sir.
I'm basically looking for some thick steel that's big enough to fit my body in an armoring capacity. I know I'm hard to fit, so I'm hoping to craft it myself, but I just need the materials first.
Okay.
If you've got like armor for a halfling, I could probably bend that around a little bit and
How? All of you, or just?
probably basically just a.
I'll look around to see if there's any like half plate on
Yeah, there
display
would be
for
some.
being-
There'd be like some half plate around, there'd be some chainmail around.
I basically want that, but in my size.
I don't think many people are going to be attacking his legs, let's put it that way.
Yeah, we don't have any halflings stuff. Well, none that use half plate. So.
Can you give me the big one? Well, I mean, I'll buy it.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
It might
I'm
be
used
cheaper.
to scavenging corpses. Sorry.
Perhaps, do you have any leftover plate from broken armor? That might be better for you. Craft it yourself.
I mean, I can do the same thing to the regular.
Well, if you're looking for scraps, we can do that.
Yeah, just as long as it'll be useful in a way to make
For a
myself.
servant of pain, yeah, can't take like a pile of steel scraps.
I got a 19 for my religion, so I'll say something Baney. Back to it.
Praise, you heard me say praise Bane
I'm
enough
like,
times.
bang.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to actually care beyond not about to give poor service.
Cool. And also, do you would happen to have a shield that I could use?
As I'm just like sweeping these scraps into a
He
bag.
picks up like a buckler.
Gives you full cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for you, a buckler, which is like that big,
Perfect.
size.
Perfect.
Do you need anything?
Oh, I'm provided for, thank you. Alright, shall we find the others and get going?
Can you use like light armor and stuff?
Yeah, those are armor and things.
Actually, do you have paint so that my shield will match?
What colour is your armour?
Yeah,
Black
I
and
didn't pick up.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, we do have some just for heraldry and the like. Yes.
If you want, I can set it up against a stone wall, set a flamethrower on it for a while, and just like heat treat it black.
I like that idea.
Go outside, I'm gonna slap it, head roll.
I was going to
around
say,
in
just
flamethrower
as
mode.
you're about to flamethrower, I touch it and heat metal till the thing glows and take my finger off.
I just step off of it, and then still
Melt the thing
I'm like-
instead.
The flamethrower goes combo attack.
just for like. I can do it for just a long time.
It gets nice and crispy black.
Yep. So the shield is nicely blacked. Some of the edges are slightly melted.
That's fine.
No, actually, no. Sorry, the shield won't have melted. The wall behind it won't have melted. The ground's glass slightly. Am I getting my physics completely the wrong way around there?
Depends if it's sand.
Sand?
There's a little sand pit around there.
Yeah.
But it's now on a nice glass pit. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna walk back inside. I'm gonna get some clear coat, like just a surface coating, so that the charcoal doesn't rub off.
Yeah, that's not a particular problem.
I was going to say, just go find a pit of sand and drop it in there. Then you'll end up with like rough glass spikes on the front of it.
How much did that cost me, by the way? Did he even charge me for just
No.
like scraps?
No, every time.
And all the buckler?
No, he kept on looking over.
Fuck yeah! Just let it run out like...
Every time he's like, I feel like should charge this guy a gold, he like looked at Trudy and he's like, not worth it.
You made the right call who to go with.
Did the guy have any magic items or not?
If you go in and look, he seems to have some of those like very basic magic items.
Does he have any braces of defense?
I will roll a D100. You're going to need 95 or above. So basically a natural 20.
Damn.
No. He's a quartermaster for like a non-magic army.
We were better off
Does
going
he
back
have
to Red
common
Larch and
ones?
having a look. Or...
Probably yes.
Do you have what?
Common ones. Like, does he have some ammunition or walloping or some darts?
Darts are probably not. Like, he wouldn't have any magical darts. He would probably have some like some darts that are hollow and can take poison.
Nah. I thought
Like you'd have gear for like assassins and things like that.
Yeah.
Just go back to the inn and grab some of the darts of the dartboard.
Probably be poisoned.
No, I want magical darts.
No, it's just. Oh,
Yeah,
actually,
they're probably
no.
magical darts too. They always hit the
High or
buzzer.
low? Low.
Huh?
High or low?
High.
You just cut people.
He does have some magical darts.
Have a walloping. That's a common magic item.
And what does it do?
Strength 10 DC check on Constitution or you're not prone.
That is a terrible item.
Yeah.
For a DM, like as a DM, God no. Like that is evil. I know people that would abuse the shit out of that.
Yeah, it's over the sitting right over there.
Yeah, right there.
It's like 100 gold if you bought them as arrows.
He has 4 of them.
I buy them all.
I'm certain they're not reusable.
They're magic.
Yeah.
They break on impact.
What?
I don't know. I'm telling you things that I have no idea what they do.
Nah, it's in Xanthus.
I know, but I'm looking at something else. Anyone else doing anything else?
Is it alright if I have the back of the car for the
Feel free.
trip?
Let's get going. We've spent far too long here.
Alright, I unload my bag at the front of the car and then at the back, every now and again I'm like, might want to look away while, and then I just like weld using like a front end of the flamethrower that's like focused to a point, just like start plasma cutting my armor shape out.
You are watched curiously by a lot of people. Just one and two as they come over and stare and come near the flame.
Shall we get moving?
Yes.
Good.
When people
Let's
start
hop to it
staring
then.
before we've left, I just stare back at them until they get uncomfortable and leave.
One of them sort of looks at you and then it's like they can't see you when they look directly at you.
Yeah, because they've got light
I
burn.
was going to say, if we're leaving early, can I go leave instructions for the box to be sent to Red Larch?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I'll go do that.
Truedream, can I borrow your hammer for a moment? Just slide it under. Use it as a shaper while I'm using the Smith one.
Sure.
Pull out a little handful, use hers.
So yeah, the first time you do that, there's like a and like the air and the item will vibrate around it.
Oh, that's fucking cool. And I'm like,
You're a subwoofer as you go. It's
Yeah.
just like.
Is Red Larch on the way to our location?
Have to check the map. I'll have to check the map.
I think from memory it was near Red Larch when we first uncovered it.
No, it's the other way. The Rundreth Manor, do you mean?
Yes. Alright, we'll go to the manor first. We can check on Red
But
Larch
if you want to
after.
stick to main roads, you'll have to go to Red Larch, then south down the long road.
Oh, we probably would because we've got the car.
Yeah. Good, because I'll have to take a break and read that section. If you go through it. So yeah, so you guys are heading back to Red Larch. Dagger, do you roll me a d20?
Don't let him do it.
What?
Don't let him do it.
13.
First, yeah, you make it there and aren't attacked by anything.
Do I make my half plate arm roll? Will I?
Yeah.
I'm going to roll a d20 for how good it is. It's not great. It's basically just ramshackled iron that's riveted in place.
Wait for mining fly.
Yep.
Eventually you arrive at Red Larch. You see the swinging sword in, which is, I don't know, is that where you're headed?
Yep.
So you head towards the swinging sword in. A small little under new management sign posted tastefully. Looks like the sword sign has been repaired, but is now much smaller.
Good call.
Yeah, and it's more securely attached, but it is still a swinging sword. Yeah.
How well re-established does it look? Does it look like it's just new and getting its feet, or does it look like they managed to fund it fairly well?
It looks fairly well established, actually.
I want to go past Mother Yolanda's and see how that's looking, see if it's...
It still looks fairly busy. It still looks busier than it did before the swing sort of closed.
Yeah. Cool.
Eventually you reach the swing sword in. Heading inside, the ground floor is now devoted to being a tavern, whereas before it did not. It was not.
Good cover story.
So you walk inside. It looks like to be, I guess, trying to be high class, but some of the patrons down here aren't really working that way. But you guys, having been to the barge ride in, recognise them as a fair number of Zhentarim agents around. But there are a number of the local populace as well. Keeping in mind that a fair chunk of the city's been depopulated by now.
We'll fix that.
So
We'll get those population numbers back up.
looks like a large number of the old staff have been kept employed. They're keeping...
Jacob, when you're out, oh sorry, cough when you're out. This time when you're looking for drugs, look for little blue pills. We're going to increase the population naturally.
So they still got that same neat look that was drilled into them. There's an older man who has a passing resemblance to Lorenzo behind the counter, who's looking a bit harried, streaks of grey hair, his long hair. And he's sort of more directing people around, but also keeping bar.
I approach him. Good afternoon.
Greetings, sir.
You're in charge here, are you?
Yes. The new management we've just opened up.
Excellent. I do the Zhentarim symbol to him.
Excellent.
Emharis.
Lorenzo. Well, I had the name first, I'm not changing it. But you know my nephew?
Yes. He's been of great use to us.
Yes, he's a clever one, and perhaps clever enough to steer clear of joining the Zhentarim proper. Well, joining us proper, he would have said. But we're here now, so maybe we will recruit him.
How is everything looking here? Anything you need?
No, we starting to get people back in. The place had a good reputation before it fell, so a lot of traders coming through who haven't been here in 3-6 months because of the danger of the roads and the raiders on there. Them have just come back to the place they knew. So things are starting to actually go quite well.
How are funds looking here?
Well, it's a new business. Had to repair a lot of the damage. But we have money.
Enough to keep it building?
Well, we would have been sent here to fail.
If you need investors, I've got money. I can help. With return, of course, when you're successful.
Oh, thank you, but we're 100% funded by our mutual friends, so...
What of the other Mother Yolandas?
Seems fine.
Not causing problems? Not going to be an issue for expanding?
No, not at all. Keep people over there and keep our people here. We intend to use the current crisis with the brigands and the like to bring a larger military presence here.
Yes.
We might even devote a good couple of floors to guards and the like will potentially have legitimate caravan guard section around here. Then beyond that, we'll have our own people who have to supply more elite people should people want to come along, and we'll recruit from one base to the other, and you know, it goes.
Well, those who can wield swords are ripe for recruitment.
Well, we don't want anyone who can just wave a sword about.
No, but you'll be able to keep an eye on and see who can do it well.
Yes. They will be the general caravan guards. And only the batch will be recruited by us. We are, of course, a more elite organisation than that.
Oh yes, I would hope so.
It's sort of a bit of a, of course we are. It's what it is. So what brings you to town?
Oh, just stopping by. On our way to a manor somewhere out further. Been told we have contacts there, or potential contacts.
Okay.
You haven't
I
heard
don't
of it?
know. I very recently arrived in the area. Still catching up in my gossip.
Yes. I'll make sure you keep on top of it. It will be very useful for us when we stop through.
True. We're trying to get people to reopen a number of the businesses in town that were needing new owners after sudden stated deaths.
Yes.
So it's been very handy. We've managed to gain control of full 10% of the business enterprise in the city, and have influence over at least, I'd estimate, another 15%. Lorenzo had my nephew had very detailed. My nephew had very detailed files on people.
Is there anyone looking to buy a business that might be able to be persuaded to join us? Perhaps I could help them if you're set here.
Buy a business. Well, I don't know anyone specific. There's a few people who aren't particularly playing ball.
Oh, that could be taken care of.
Well, we've opened up a new curiosity shop in the former Harper's in
Yes.
the area. But the local barber fancies himself as a bit of a second-hand merchant. What was his name? Sour man, no imagination. It doesn't matter what his name is.
Easily dealt.
But I understand, you deal with people fairly quickly,
Yes.
directly.
Do you want him dealt with?
As long as it's not traced back to us.
Shouldn't be. After all, we never had this conversation.
No, but a lot of people have seen you come in here. When I studied here, there were a lot of deaths.
A lot of problems solved as well, if our agents were doing their jobs.
Oh yes. But no need to create more of a pattern.
That's alright, we'll be leaving shortly anyway.
Oh, up
I'm
to
sure
you.
the barber will attend to his business for the rest of the day.
Yes, the new sheriff has been kept quite under control.
Good.
Very dedicated man, but his wife is a bit more sensible.
You know, barbers are known for sharp instruments. Have there been any murders recently that could be traced back to this barber by the sheriff?
Not at the moment.
Any other problems that need to be dealt with?
No one in particular. No, I'm trying to think. Haven't found anyone. Members of the Thieves Guild are operating out of Helmet High Sun.
Causing problems for us or staying out of our way?
A little bit independent of mind. So, yeah, if something happened to them and it was traced back to Gallica's straight razor.
Yes, I think that might be a possibility in the future. Alright, well, I suppose we should have a meal and something to drink.
I'll have fun sent out.
Go and find a table.
So, you guys get sent a nice dish of turtle.
Here we go, a new one for you.
Cool. What state's the turtle in?
Let me see how the dish
Very
is done.
rare, it's still swimming.
freshly killed, but there's not a particular. I wouldn't probably have too much. Yeah, freshly killed. It doesn't seem like the heart is in there.
Yeah. Just sort of push it around. Well, I was going to say, yeah, would have been cleaned and prepared, so.
But you guys have like cutlery that's like a little like.
Yeah.
Break it open. And
I can just do it with my hands, just like.
I was going to say, with my +2 strength, I'll just sit it on the desk and just boom and crush it open.
roll me a natural. Roll me a 20.
one.
D20.
17 +2.
Yeah, you break it. I was hoping you'd roll a 1. Yeah, you break it and
Yeah.
open it up.
I got like a spring-powered like saw thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat that and make my way to the new trade show and see.
Yeah, this one.
I'll go with him.
Yeah, sure. So you two head over there. Looks like a lot of the kids are still employed here.
Yeah.
A lot of them look a bit grumpier than last time you saw.
Cool. There's like, they get in the way, I just push them out of the way.
Yeah, it looks like that's happened a bit.
Just like bump into them and knock them down and don't really care.
You go up to the counter and there's one of the older lads there. He looks like he's about 13. See him sort of shouting at one of the boys, like, I said, move that over there. He's like trying to be a little dictator. He sees you and he's like, oh, evening, sir.
I just glare at him. Where's your employer?
Any particular reason you wish to see the manager?
My name's Karen.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab him by the scruff of his neck and drag him to my level because I want to. And just basically intimidate the shit out of him.
Sure. Roll intimidate with advantage since you're just picking up and threatening a small child.
22.
Jesus Christ.
Does he leave stains in his pants?
Boss! He managed to hold it together just, but you can see there's like a little bit of tears, like you hear a couple of sniggers around the room.
Yeah.
He's like, boss! And you see a man walk out. Looks like he's in his late 30s.
Yeah.
Sort of fairly well built. Wears like just like merchant's general clothes.
Yeah.
With glasses on his face.
Now he was part of the Zhentarim, wasn't he?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
The implication is probably more that he's like had a bit of an arm's length. Like seems to be like members of the Zhentarim, their families get these businesses and stuff. It's sort of like
So he wouldn't recognise.
Yeah, it's like you're a soldier in the mob, but we need a front.
Yeah.
And you're clean. So your cousin is or whatever. So they run that. But it's not to know who the boss is.
I plonk the armour on the counter and just they say you can do better than this.
Quite possibly. Does Sir have much coin to his name? He looks up and down a bit. Big man of the rough wild.
Yeah, I'm just gonna come around and the wrong side of the bar and just stare at him and sort of question is that.
Well, if this is a robbery, I do not wish to get my best stock out for you to take.
This is not a robbery, this is a purchase.
Very well. Lads, just remember, our store is protected. We all take a note of his face, and that way if he kills himself or Michael here, then
we have another one.
You make sure our friends find out who did it, and he'll be hunted down and horribly killed. Anything in particular you're looking for? Answer.
Yeah, probably something. Just what did I come up with before? I flicked you one, and now I can't find where I put it. It's a similar thing. It's just a +1, and without the stealth. Because I don't think you're going to get much better than that without going over the top.
You basically want that in a +1, but messed up.
Yeah.
So he looks around and goes, I certainly have something that would reflect a spear better, or a weapon better, but nothing that also has that enchantment on it, the illusionary one.
Yes, well, let's say stealth is not my forte.
Yes, clearly. Very well, let me see what I have in the back room. Walks out. Comes back in holding leather armor. But this is obviously finer than that. Swap this for that and 400 gold pieces.
Do better.
300.
Better is acceptable.
Very well. Takes the money,
Yeah.
takes the armor, hands it to Michael, who moves into the back room. If you were interested in keeping that stealth quality, I do have a cloak of elven kind. You seem to be of at least partly that, like yourself.
Yeah, I'm going to let it slide this time. Offensive comments like that. Go on.
He walks in another room, brings it out. It's just like cloak of elven kind, works exactly like the ones in Tolkien, which is ripped off from. So basically, it's that feature, but in a cloak.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Which gives you an advantage on stealth and disadvantage to anyone trying to perceive you.
Yep.
Why do people never get Elvish Root in D&D games? So handy.
Yeah, it counts like your armor. Anyway, so...
Oh, it would look cool to have, like, a big black cloak and the armor.
It says, for elf such as yourself, I wouldn't normally charge 400. I'll go down to 300 since that seems to be the price point you were looking to go for.
I pushed a total of 500 over the counter for the 2 items.
That's it. Separates the 200. 300 is the lowest I'm going, or I'm not making a profit.
Okay, I put the 300, the extra 100 over.
He hands the cloak over, takes the money.
Cool.
Thank you.
And then I don't say anything, I just turn and look at Koth.
Yeah. I'm looking for some nice braces that supposedly increase your defense. Being a well-known brawler, I can't wear any armor. It's too impeding.
Let's see what we have at the back. It's rare?
Yes.
Yeah. I reckon you have a 25% chance of having it. Comes back out. He has a couple of Nordic style from like Skyrim leather braces with the fur cuffs around the end. So you have these. They're not cheap.
I would like to make an insight quickly, just to make sure I'm telling the truth. Never mind.
They are not
I believe him. How much would you like for them?
4,999 gold pieces and 9 silver.
You're a piece of shit. I love it, but frick.
I can perhaps do 3.5 for you.
That's a free gold.
Well, I bought them for 4.5, so there's no point in me selling for any less
Well,
than that.
clearly you were ripped off. I can't help you there.
Well, then I can only but wait.
Right. Let's come back to Wobbly Guy.
What?
Huh?
He's gonna roll an inside on that look on your face. Nah, misses it.
It's alright. I'm not gonna roll him. He's gonna be rolled by a werewolf.
Is that all? Anything else I can help you with at all today?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Good day.
This is the same place we burned down last time, isn't it?
No, the gas was released.
No, we blew it up.
Whatever it was. But it's the same place.
Yes.
Yeah, it is a place that is haunted
The old
by
Harper.
dead children.
And the harper.
That wasn't me.
And the guards.
The guards.
I will go to Emharis and Truedream.
Okay, I've got something for the both of you.
Go on.
You seem to be the most sensible ones in the group. Just in case you ever get lost
Don't worry.
or anything like that.
He's going to marry you two together. Be warned.
Oh, not this again.
What do you mean again?
Can't get married again.
Which one would you like?
And I pull out a tiny little version of me, and then a little teeny tiny little mechanical kobold.
I'll take the mechanical one.
There you go.
You pick it up and it falls down and goes.
On my shoulder.
I take the real one.
Be very careful with them, but if you ever get separated and I need to find you, I should be able to.
Very well.
Please don't let that one die. I can't make that again.
I put it on my shoulders like a small child and be like, excellent.
Perches itself on your shoulder.
Does it make a bombarded sound or does it make like a mechanical squeal?
Most of the time it's just creaking. Every now and again it's like, like a clockwork bird, its mouth, it kind of like whirs for a moment and then it leans forward, mouth opens up and it goes, and then, but it's like, it's on the hour every hour, but it's off by like 32 minutes.
Once I've got the little Bombada homunculus on my shoulder, I'm gonna take out some fabric and make a sling, like a carrot sling, and I'm gonna put it inside that, so that I can just walk around with a small child on my chest with both arms free.
The old battle beyond.
Yes. I am well accustomed to this.
They are, I believe, canonically in D&D.
Who?
Battle Beyonds. So like the strap for...
Oh, cute.
Okay, canonically might be a stretch. But it's an acquisitions in season.
Cute. I was just thinking of just a baby sling.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Excellent. I have a baby sling on over the top of this dark, scary armor.
Yeah, so you got
Peak mum
20
aesthetic.
else in town.
I go back to see Emissos.
Hello.
Hello. So
Don't mind that.
what is that?
Oh, it's a present.
Anyway, I went to buy some braces and the storekeep wasn't very nice. So I'm gonna go back and rob them tonight. Perhaps you could help me?
Is he one of ours?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, very
What
well.
do you mean one of ours? Like our
With
sibling?
Zhentarim.
I don't know who they are. Alright, let's go.
Ah, of course you don't. Yes, I will help you rob someone.
Excellent.
Okay.
Should we do it after the break?
Yeah, if you want. Depends on how convoluted this plan is going to be.
Probably going to get pretty convoluted. You've seen our griffs.
Okay.
It means
Okay.
how hard
You
the
guys
rest
need
of
a
the
moment to... Okay, I don't need
More than a moment, perhaps.
Very well, we will get a break. Will be 10-15 minutes.
Maybe an hour, depending on how convoluted the plan is.
If it's taking more than 15 minutes to work out, we're just starting because we're not going to plan anyway. So we'll see you guys soon.
First we have to assemble a team.
And welcome back.
Thank you.
Everyone but Cody.
Oh,
Who never left. He was always in our heart the whole time.
I would hope so.
Shaped like a dagger, not still in our heart.
From the back. So what are you guys doing?
Emissos, so
Cool.
apparently you were there with Koff, and he had some razors he wants that the shopkeeper wasn't giving him. He wants them free, so we're going to do something about it. Can you turn him into, I don't know, a spider monkey?
Spider monkey. Spider monkey.
Monkey with 8 legs.
You caught more of the spider than the monkey.
Excellent.
How close is this place they're robbing to where we were hanging out?
Oh, it's down the road.
It's kind of on the outskirts of this quite small village.
Okay, cool.
Hamlet, I might say.
Actually, no, it probably backfires. I tried to turn you into a sheep and you end up as a spider.
Why do I want to be a sheep?
You turn into a wolf spider.
You are a small monkey with 8 limbs.
Excellent.
I'm pretty
That
sure that's
is terrifying.
I give,
Not visible.
I give Emissos 8 fingers.
Cool.
For our fingers.
Whilst that's happening, once that's done, I'm going to lose interest very quickly and go find Bombada, hand him my dagger and say, make this better.
I mean, what do you want exactly?
Better. Poison is good.
Poison I can do. I mean, look, it's not going to be pretty. My methods aren't, what you call clean.
Unless you can make something that won't hang around afterwards.
You got any fresh fecal matter?
Damn, I just left the monkey.
It's alright, I'll go find some. Come back to me in a couple of hours and I'll see what I can pull together.
Or can you do poison now?
It'll take me a little bit to make, but I should be able to put it together.
Okay, time is of the essence.
But a couple of hours at most.
No. Okay. Cool. I'll wait for the fecal matter dagger then.
And I'm going to
Like
head towards the shop and walk in.
Which shop are you going to? The one for
The one that's being robbed at the moment.
No.
I don't have.
You don't have a harpy queen ready to go.
I have a harpy queen right here.
You probably should have not labelled your backgrounds.
I just said the little. This is the closest I'm gonna get. It's the wrong town,
Good enough.
but it's a town.
It's
Yeah, close
townish.
enough. It's
Peace
fine.
up, a town down.
Oh, I'm glad I've got your attention now, sir.
Hello.
I just casually make the Zhentarim sign and just look for a reaction.
Yeah, just a small nod.
As in, he recognised it?
Yeah, he does.
Ah, shit. What's the best price you can do for me on those gauntlets my friend was looking at before?
Gauntlets.
Go on the wrists.
Oh, braces.
Yes. For me.
For you, 4,000 gold pieces.
Ah, fuck. Start counting out the 4,000 gold.
I legged it straight for them.
Don't worry, it's been collected already. I didn't know you were with us.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So you run to the back office from your 8 arms.
Yeah.
You see there's a safe there.
Well, I have 8 arms, so I'm a master safe picker, I assume.
Spinning
8 arms, but 1 tumbler.
I'll tell you who in this room actually is.
So, yeah, it's like a spinny lock.
Yep.
Give it a go.
Yeah.
Roll a D100.
I can't just attempt to pick it.
Is it 6? Is
Was
that
there-
the combination? 6?
So you're actually just trying to pick the lock?
Yeah, I'll try and pick it.
Oh, roll your D20 then.
17.
Sleight of hand?
1, 2, 3, 5.
Minus your intelligence.
Wait, what? 15.
Minus, that would be +2 then if you
Well, no,
want.
it's an intelligence save.
15.
Roll a DC of 15. For the sake of my entertainment, no. Then use the 16.
That seems savage.
Wait, actually, the question is, do you have any thieves' tools or anything?
Better question is, what's the intelligence of a spider monkey?
Yeah, that is probably more. Well, no, I think you hit your own mental stats in the polymorph.
Nope.
Nope.
That will polymorph you.
Probably higher than yours.
Yeah. So that wouldn't be hard.
So, the symbol on the door goes off.
Alright.
You are hit. Let me just read this out to be clear. Because how long does invisibility, greater invisibility last? Is it a minute or 10?
1 minute.
This is completely ridiculous. So, I mean, they do know that the last guy here died because he was robbed, essentially.
Yeah, but he died because he trapped his own safe. So clearly the new guy shouldn't have.
No, he has trapped his safe in a way that won't kill him.
Sleep spell, you said.
A symbol of insanity. You make an intelligence saving throw, which you just failed. On the failed save, the target is driven insane for 1 minute, which will last longer than your invisibility. An insane creature can't take actions, can't understand what other creatures say, can't read, and speaks only in gibberish. The DM controls its movement, which is erratic. So there is an invisible 8-armed spider monkey with no legs in the back room running around going. You just go, oh, it's been collected already, and you see it.
Never mind. I'll tell you what. I'll go back and leave 200 for your trouble.
If you want to purchase it, you can.
No, not anymore.
Okay. What is going on back there?
I'm hoping you're going to tell me.
It's in the store.
He looks. About now, at this point, the invisibility wears off, and he's just like, "What the fuck?"
This horrifying, like eldritch horror.
He just looks back. I can go as slow as 3,500. If you're gonna, as long as you take whatever the hell is screeching in the back with you.
Look, I'll take him with me, and he can pay for it himself at this point. I didn't realise he was trying to run a grift on one of us. That's him, by the way. Give it a minute.
Takes an hour.
You're back to. Let's go with same.
Fecal matter. So I'm a monkey.
Yep.
And that's what we do.
Flinging it about.
Yes, I stop. I'm still a monkey. I'm gonna keep trying to get to the safe.
You see this boy run up to you with like a broom. You jump out of the way.
I throw a fecal matter at him.
Roll an attack.
Jesus Christ.
You get advantage because you have 8 arms.
Can I throw a feet load?
Yeah, actually that's what's happening.
Just constantly.
I got like a 17.
So you hit him in the face. It's like, oh my god! He's gonna attack again with disadvantage because he's partially blinded. Oh, I did get him in that 20, but he will hit you.
No.
Yeah, because you won't. Because you won't have wisdom plus. Yeah, he hits you with the broom, does like 2 damage.
Well, you're up on the safe thing. I'll leave and come back later.
So I assume that will revert you.
I think he has like
12
hit points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he hits you and then he starts just shooting you out.
Yeah. I throw fecal matter and leave.
Going through a window or through the doors?
I don't know. I assume there's no windows in this safe room.
Not anymore. There were, but they look boarded up. So he just turns around and he goes, "Thank you, Michael." Takes like 5 gold pieces. Clean that up. "Yes, sir." And he takes a gold piece. Says, "Who wants to earn a gold piece?"
Me.
Clean that up.
Okay. Why not?
Hand you the broom as well.
I hand the gold back on. I feel a little bit responsible for this. I've got this one.
Yes, a little bit. Sure.
Yes. I go and clean it up. Shaking my head in disgust with myself and all of us at the same time.
All of us?
All of us, especially you. Bloody hell, Bombada.
How wait till you find out how I'm going to make this item.
So I will clean it up.
Yeah, you clean it up. The kids are just watching you. laughing to each other. Then halfway through it, I was like, "Don't stand around here!" And he starts like booping them with like the broom.
When the kids are watching me, I just, as I'm sweeping up, just twist my hands and cast minor illusion to have this 8-armed spider monkey appear on top of the cupboard.
Yep.
And start screeching at them.
And run.
Who says cleaning can't be fun? Oh god, it smells awful.
Michael sort of waves his hand until that room smells nicer.
Thank you.
Question with polymorph. When he turns back, does it turn into man poop? That smells way worse.
Having discussed this at length, yes. I was forced to make a ruling about this weeks ago, thanks to this party.
I'm hoping I'll clean it up by then.
You will.
I can't voluntarily turn back, can I?
You are a shapeshifter. You can.
Oh, sweet, yeah. So I get outside and I turn back into...
Oh god, oh.
Brilliant.
You finish cleaning it then?
I feel sorry for the human turd stuck to his face.
Seems I've caught you brown-handed.
I just start prestidigitating it because I'm not touching the room anymore.
I was going to say, start shaking people's hands, Goff.
Michael starts prestidigitating as well. He seems to be one of the older boys who knew a bit about the art that Harper had been teaching them.
Ah, very good. Got promise.
Thank you.
You're not planning on sticking around here being a shop assistant all your life, are you?
No.
Oh, good. What do you plan to do?
Well, once I've been released, I know a bit about magic. Sorry to say so, the Harpers were good to me, but so was Zhentarim. Zhentarim showing me the way of power and discipline. Seems to be far more efficient than we just used to spend all the time just lazing around. Now we get things done.
Oh yes, the Harpers are good people, don't get me wrong, they're just misguided. But it looks like you're on the right path.
Yes.
So when will you be released? How do you get your release here?
Well, once I reach the age of 15, I'm an adult and I'll be able to leave.
Send it my way. We'll teach him
Well,
the way.
you know who to ask for here. Ask for me, Emharis. I'll make sure you're sent to the right place.
Well, thank you.
Come on.
That doesn't sound sinister in this place. He doesn't say. Thank you, he said.
Does he have 2 healthy kidneys?
Not for long.
Does it donate 1 kidney and you're a hero? You donate 200 and you're a monster?
I'll wait like half an
Stop
hour.
it, I'm trying to recruit, not murder this time.
I'll wait half an hour and when I'm sure they're finished cleaning, then I'll come back in.
Yeah.
Oh, Koff, you're paying him 3,500 gold now, please.
Alright.
That was your rate.
Koff, give me 3,500 gold, please.
I give him 3,500 gold.
There we go. And keep the 200.
I certainly intended to.
I imagine so. Sorry again for the confusion. Now we know. We'll make sure it doesn't happen again. And if you have any trouble, make sure you find us and we'll deal with it for you.
Certainly, and 200 goes a long way for me not to report this.
You drew us, you'd be reporting to me.
I don't
flash my insignia of the wolf.
That looks important.
Sure is.
So what is this entire thing we keep talking about?
We'll get to that.
Can you please leave my store?
Yes, with pleasure. With extreme pleasure after the last half hour.
Unless there's anything else you need to buy.
I think I'm okay for now. Like I said, any trouble, come and see us. And once again, sorry for this whole mess.
Sure. You see you guys walk out and it's like, make sure you don't knock any of those healing potions over as you clean up. Cool.
Ooh, really good.
Oh, they only had about 30, it's fine.
Wait, do you really?
I don't have any.
Alright, yeah. I turn around and be like, can I have some healing potions?
You can buy some healing potions.
Oh no, they knocked them all over.
They have 2 greater healing potions and 4 normal healing potions. So they are willing to sell full price.
I'll buy 4 normal ones then.
Yep, 50 gold pieces each.
Yep.
While this is leveling going on, it was the barber that was our problem, wasn't it?
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna basically
Get a haircut.
have a look around town and look for the barber's wife.
Roll investigation to see if you can find out who the barber's wife is.
On that, probably no.
Ooh, definitely not.
It's a 4, so 2.
I mean, a 2 is going to succeed on this because you ask like the first guy, and it's like, Gallica. No one would go near him. Have you smelt him? He's
So he doesn't have a wife?
yeah, he's pretty clear pretty quick, but he's such a foul man that no one will go near. Not only that, he's like he runs a small business, but he doesn't really like make a huge amount of money. It's not like him get a gold digger.
Cool. Alright, on that note, I just pick one of the pretty women around town and just watch and look and just make mental notes of what she looks like.
She makes an insight check to see how creepy you are.
Very creepy.
She spots you fairly quickly just staring at her and is like, "Oh my hair."
Yep.
Pulls a short slider.
And disappears. Cool,
Yep.
that's fine. And then I'm going to wait for Bombada. I want my poo dagger.
Can this be a crap dagger, please?
Literally.
As long as it's not a shit crap dagger.
Alright, so that didn't go as planned, but hey, you got them, and got them cheaper.
Yeah.
Cost me 200 gold, but I'm not going to dwell on that.
It's going to cost me 200 gold.
Cost you a lot more than 200
Yes.
gold. Cost me 200 for nothing. Okay, so about the Zhentarim, and then we fade to black as I give him a full lecture on the Zhentarim, who I am, what it's all about.
I listened for like 10 seconds and then I zone out.
Fades back
So
into
what's the first sentence you say about Zhentarim? Because that's all you'll get out before you
Well,
fight.
the Zhentarim are here to try and destroy the cults, and we're here to try and gain a bit of a foothold in the surroundings.
Your brothers are members.
So have you finished the dagger? You would have by now.
Yeah. Yep. I go to have a look around for the constable.
Sheriff, yeah.
Yep.
They got promoted.
You look like this place is reasonably important and in charge and know what's going on.
Yes. Oh, you must be talking about the fact they added the sheriff in front of the butcher on the sign at the front.
Sorry, I don't read common, I only read Dwarvish.
Total lie.
You wouldn't happen to have any sick in town, would you?
He just looks at you. He's got to make an insight check. Why? He rolled reasonably well on his insight.
I'm somewhat of a healer, and if you have anybody with injuries or is dealing with poisons, I can actually help them with that, and I'll only for a modest fee.
He mentioned just a couple of names, people, sensing that you are talking about the fact you have actually healing powers.
Yep.
Because I remember seeing you have cure wounds on your spell list.
And another thing, where? No, yeah, never mind.
I go to a couple of the houses hoping to find somebody that's got something not nice.
Well, the first house you go to, there's a fairly young man. He looks like he's quite big and well built, or at least was, but he's recently thinned down a lot. So he's got a few folds of skin and stuff. Looks like he's lost a bit of weight, bit of muscle mass. He's coughing up. He's got like bandages around the bed where he can like coughing up into like blood and the like and bile. So there's an infection across his lungs.
Well, this is not pleasant. Have you eaten anything out in the forest?
Like picks up a cleaver. He's like, "Who are you?"
Offering help?
No, this is from Trap. It's from.
What kind of trap?
I'll drop my shit, however.
They said it was a cloud kill spell. Something the Harpers did.
Have you tried detoxing your diet and trying to flush it out of your system?
Well, I was linked to the local notice board, and I just did all the recipes they said there. I put my urine in a pile, waited like a couple of months until it was aged, I drank that, had like a small amount of deadly gas, even smaller amount, and it didn't work.
Do you have any of your urine or fecal matter put aside so I can investigate it and see what you were?
Well, I mean, I was doing the age treatment, but for it, I got too weak, so it's in that pyro pail over there.
When was the last time you drank water?
I got told not to. It's deadly.
I slap him with my tiny little hand.
As you should.
I'm just gonna let you know this. I don't mean to hurt your feelings.
Ow!
Just to hurt your face. You're an idiot. Don't drink your urine unless you have to, especially if it's been aged. Look at me. I wouldn't do that. Exactly. I used to live in a shit pile. And I think you're living unhealthily.
Can you roll a persuasion check?
Not great. Holy shit.
18.
So for a moment he ponders if you're a shill for a small farmer. It's like,
Cleans up his life, goes on a diet.
you know, I used to
Dogs regular.
believe that before there was a caster. Perhaps I'll try water again.
Look, it just...
No, I'll pull out like a couple of bits of meat. Don't know where they're from exactly. Don't know what they are exactly.
I feel like bread with some mold in it is probably what he needs at this point.
Yeah.
Some little penicillin.
I'll pull some of that out. I'm like,
Alright, I'm gonna cook you some food, and you're gonna drink some water.
What's better than Molbath? He would have just cooked him some meth.
and now I'm like,
Format would have just killed him.
Oh, sorry, cough.
Now, one thing I'll get you to see if it's in your system anymore.
is I'll pull out the little knife and I'll like clean it off and like sterilize it. Like,
Can you cough on this, please?
He looks down at like these rags covered in blood and bile. He's like, bit of like sicking phlegm.
yeah.
Looks very like green and.
I'll also take his like handkerchief and just like rub it up and down the blade. What?
There you go. Do you have a bed chamber? Do you have a chamber pot? Sorry.
Oh, wait, there's the one that's over there.
Alright, now, you may not want to watch this.
Okay.
So I'll walk over there and I'll just like stir it with the knife.
Like I said, I used to live in a shit pile. And again, you're living unhealthily. This is disgusting. When was the last time you had any kind of vegetation in your diet?
I mean, I was a butcher by trade, and the guy who like squashed all the prunes and made us wine, and he died in that whole cult business. Turns out I thought he was a friendly guy, but it turns out he wasn't. He'd been brainwashed. I thought, good friend.
I tried.
Right, well,
Look, you eat. Put the knife away. Roll it up. Now I'll start cooking him food. After a while, they'll be like, all right.
there you go. I'm gonna go fetch you some water. Don't drink your piss again. It's disgusting. Actually, if it's fresh, sure, maybe, but not regularly. And wait till whatever's in your system is out. Have a fresh orange every now and again.
What's an orange?
Some kind of citrus.
What colour?
An apricot. Hell, if you can find a lemon.
Oh, we have lemons.
Eat a fucking lemon.
Oh,
Get it all.
2 bites.
Can you roll me a medicine check? I will.
10.
I will give advantage because it's got to be better than what he's been doing.
Worse.
So 10. Okay. So he starts eating the meal stuff. At some point, he'll get some lemons and.
So, question. This whole thing's meant to be making a poison blade out of someone's feces and urine. You're a fucking druid with nature things. They want to go, hey, Toad.
I have -2 on nature, so
Okay, that explains it.
Once I've done that, I'm gonna,
I'm a druid that sucks at anything druidish.
before I leave, I'm like,
Oh, by the way, do you have a dog?
No.
Does anybody in the town have a dog?
Yeah, some of the farmers have them.
There's a few missing.
Wait,
Just on the outskirts.
is there a location where people tend to like throw horse shit or anything? Again, we just live in a shit heap. We need to be reminded of home.
I mean, there's all the inns have stables, and some of the wagon work, people pull up in front of them, and I mean, just
on the road out front of the bar with
yeah,
the
if you want horse shit, I mean, get a central corner.
All right,
Look at the road.
thank you. Get better.
and I'm gonna,
Thanks.
and then I'll go down to the stable and just kind of like just smear it in just cow pats.
Imagine you've used some acid to like make the knife slightly porous.
My next thing was basically going to be like temper it and then just like harden it onto the blade and then just give you this like barnacle cover just like shit dagger.
That'll do.
I'm not sure it will.
Do not touch yourself with this. You will die. You'll contract something god fucking awful and kill yourself.
I was going to say, we're like behind a building or something during this exchange, I take it?
Middle of the town.
But yeah, no, I was just gonna be like mid-street the next time.
Well, I was going to say, the second I see you, I'll like wander off behind a building.
I'm like, oh, I can see you. I'm like,
Cool. I'll slip you a couple of gold pieces as I gingerly pick up your dagger by the hilt.
Yeah.
And then, as second you look up from your hand, you notice that I'm no longer me. I'm this woman that's been about town.
Magic. That's cool.
Wink at you and just walk off.
I did the same thing, same person. Put this tall. I'm like, hey, and then go the other way.
Hey, for the shit that I'm up to, that works. And I'm going to go straight to the barber.
So,
Oh boy.
the bar.
I'm a shit with
Okay, so Gallica's. It's a pretty seedy wooden building, apparently. And so, door you push open, head inside. You see that there's a guy there, fairly poorly cutting hair with what appears to be a pair of shears. Mm-hmm. The guys in there don't have the best cuts, but none of the men around here do. Place smells of men who work on farms and don't really clean too much.
Yeah.
You see towards the back of the shop, there's just like a bit like a general goods store, except, well, I was going to say not that organised, but compared to the Harp's place, surprisingly well organised.
Yeah.
But you see there's a couple of even swords and things like that here, nothing that really you guys would need at this point. But yeah, there's a couple of guys just hanging around at a barrel, and they're just like talking to each other, and it's like catch the end of the conversation. It's like, oh, these new strangers in town, thinking they're better than the old believer. Oh, he says saying believers, yeah. Sort of like coughs a bit and yeah.
Cool. I'm just going to walk straight up to the barber without saying anything. Wait till he's looking at me and shank him.
We don't do women roll.
Do I get a
You get advantage. He's very surprised.
Oh, he got me real surprised.
Yeah, it'll be 13. I mean, a normal dagger's +5, so 18.
I feel like this lacks a subtlety in the original plan.
But what about the poison? Was that a +1 dagger?
What I was going to do is, because the dagger of venom is actually rare, I was going to drop the +1 to it and the 2d10 poison damage, but make it a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or it's poisoned.
Poison status or the damage?
Status.
Yep. So you stab him.
Yep.
How much damage you do?
I assume it's just normal D4
Yeah.
plus whatever it is. So 1
So 4.
4.
What's your dex?
Sorry.
What's your dex score?
With a dagger. Yeah.
So it'd be +4.
It's been a while
5
since
damage.
I've had to look up the hit points of the commoner.
5 damage.
They have 4 hit points.
You didn't need it poisoned at all.
But he looks poisoned.
Oh, his death saves.
And then he starts. When he's not good at this saves. And then he's like, he pulls the dagger out. And he goes to the ground, kneels, starts coughing up. The wound starts to look black. And he just continues to cough and bleed out from a gut wound.
Yep, cool. And now I'm going to run. I'm going to go for the back of the store. I assume they're all still little independent buildings.
Yeah, it is. So you run past these guys at the barrel who are like in complete shock.
Yep. That's the idea. Stab them and fuck off.
You don't even have to like worry about having this ridiculous like peasant dress.
Yeah.
You run out that. You run past all these supplies and stuff like that. You open the door, go into the back room, look around. I'm trying to think if what is in here would interest your character. Would you be?
Yeah, no, I'm going to just go to the back door, open it.
Yep.
Assuming that no one else has followed me quick enough.
No.
And then just like into a cockroach onto the ceiling.
Yeah. So you go up to the ceiling and you're waiting.
With just enough time for the back door to go bang and people to run out of it.
You see one of the guys just sort of poke his head slightly and then they'll just walk out the front. Doesn't seem to be any love lost. But while you're waiting up here, look around the room. Appears to be a pile of gold coins. Appears to be a set of scales. There appears to be like some sort of like metal press. There appears to be like silver coins, and then there's like sort of gold foil around.
Counterfeiting his own money. Yeah.
But a lot of the coins on the scales look like they've been
It's metallic. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, basically.
Actually, yeah, for a fact, we're going to burn the building to the ground.
Sure.
Would be appropriate to do that. Well, I'm going to see if I'll hang around here for an hour and see if anyone turns up.
No.
Do Cough and I hear rumours on the street about the barber being murdered in cold blood?
Roll perception.
Yeah, how quickly is it going to travel? This entire time, I'm just in the swinging sword, just having a nice meal, and I'm just going to hang out and chill.
Yeah, actually, you can roll perception as well.
I was going to say, can this be a disease of my own creation?
I mean,
what I did is I looked at the contagion spell and I just like rolled a d6 on one of them.
Yeah, which one?
Blinding fire. So it's like the body becomes infected and it has potential to spread, but it's like milky blindness.
Okay.
I had 14.
20.
Alright, roll. I'm just zoned out because he was talking about Zhentarim.
So you see like two guys. Oh, you see like a group of 3 guys run out of the barber. 2 of them head one way, one heads the other, and you see them do the sort of suspicious man shuffle. And the 2 sort of come your way. Was that Meryl? She just stabbed Gallagher. Killed him. And they sort of strap themselves up and walk past you guys.
Anyway, we were at the Moonstone Mask one night and... Wait, Cough.
Huh? Well, yeah, Zhentarim. Yeah, what?
Gallico, is he the barber we were told to deal with?
I know, I've never been to Barber.
I think he was. I think we should look into this. Apparently he's just been murdered.
Do we care?
Yes, because we're in town and we've been told not to be in town while murders happen. We better find out what's happened and resolve this.
I don't see how that's our fault, but okay.
We go to investigate.
So you walk up to this place where there's a dead body. Even though you were in Alibi Street the whole time.
I examine the body, and I'm like, Using my great medical skills, this guy dead.
I think he might
So,
be, yes.
so what is it, a con save now?
Yeah.
Make a con save.
God, I hope they get infected.
What's the DC?
15.
Look at that.
my spell DC.
If I get 15, it passes, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going blind.
Mole back, mole back.
Well, assuming nobody's turned up in like 20
Yeah.
minutes or so, I'll revert back to my normal thing.
Oh, we turned up.
Well, yeah, but you guys are out the front, and
You've got
you'll just
three
hear
of
like
them.
smashing and crashing and me just ransacking the joint.
Three what?
Just like
Comms.
metal press, boring,
Over the next few days.
They're still
opening
here.
drawers and shit.
Cough, get ready.
Actually, every 6 seconds. So both of you give me 3 con saves.
Yes.
Alright, passes it, that one.
Yes.
You are no longer poisoned. So if you fail 3, you contract it.
This is how many luckies we
Before
can burn
successful,
through.
what?
But, DC 15, 3 fails or 3 successes, whichever one happens first.
Well, I'm out of luckies, but I have 2 successes. And now I have 2 fails. And now I have 3 fails. I'm blind.
Mole back, mole
I
back.
assume in combat it'll take effect immediately as your blood's pumping through your vein, but it'll probably take effect over the next few minutes for you. Yeah, so you guys hear smash.
Something's at the back, so get ready. Butterfly starts swimming around my hand and I draw the dagger.
Hand encrypts the creature's mind and its eyes turn milky white. The creature has disadvantage on wisdom checks and wisdom saving throws and is blinded.
It's wildly unnecessary. You first.
You're starting to get a headache.
Oh, I'm not blind yet? Alright then, I won't roll to attack you.
Oh yeah, you're starting to get a headache, and it's like, you know when you get a migraine,
Blurry
your vision
vision.
starts to get blurry. It's like that at the moment.
Goodbye, dice.
The lights are super bright.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to be doing?
There's something at the back. We need to deal with it. Whatever attacked us, him's still here. See?
I kick open the door.
Knock open the door. You see
Milky whiteness.
a druid knocking over things. Well, actually, yeah, because you're in your back to your form.
Yeah, well, I would have been. Yeah.
So you see as he just grabs like a press of metal, like a metal press, and just throw it on the
Yeah, I'll see
ground.
what's under it.
I look around. Is there gold in this room?
Yeah, just bad.
I start pocketing gold.
Sure.
I charge in. Ah! Emissos, what the fuck?
There's some metal do flicky things here. Job's done. Looking for anything valuable. Doesn't appear to be anything.
The day you get sworn in.
I mean, he ran away straight after he stabbed him, so...
Yeah, I would have let
No,
the dagger.
no, he's infected, so
Oh no, I
There's
was
a
going to say the dead bodies. But,
Oh,
no,
okay.
actually, you know what? No, it's a fucking disease, yeah.
Infected.
3 con saves.
well, the con save.
Ooh.
-1. Natural 1.
So I'll take it as 2 fails. So
Okay.
Treat it like death
13. What is it? Con save.
saves. 15. You have to beat a 15.
Con saves a +3.
Yeah, that's a save. That's a fail.
That's a fail. I got it.
they'll take a few minutes again. So so on the ground you're going through coins, coughing a bit, and
Can I medicine check myself?
not yet.
Not
It
yet.
hasn't fully taken effect yet. So you're starting to, your headache's getting worse, and you starting to struggle to tell between the gold and silver coins, and then eventually you realise you can't see.
I shift form.
Is that immune to poison?
Yeah.
Is immune to disease.
That's. Oh, yeah.
It is technically a disease more than a poison. Mole back, mole back.
I think it's gonna kill us though.
No, it's not going to kill him. It's going to be real bad.
In the meantime, I'm going to try and find a way to make it look like there was Thieves Guild involvement.
Yeah.
So I'll tell them to take everything. Can I use deception to make it look like the crime scene was...
If you knew anyone in the Thieves Guild, you could probably get them to put some like Thieves Guild symbols around, like on the front door that has been robbed.
I'll ask Koff.
Is he in the Thieves Guild that you know? Yeah.
I mean, I know he steals a lot of shit.
I take a swing at him and I miss. What? Who's that?
It's me.
So
What?
you've shifted form and you still can't see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what a Thieves Guild symbol looks like?
Yes, this. And I just start punching the wall towards a hole there. There you go.
I definitely don't believe you.
You look him in the eyes and oh.
That's the hole in the wall, yeah. Sorry.
Yes, so what happened to your eyes?
No idea.
Can I medicine check?
Probably had too much to drink.
What happened to your eyes?
Yeah, medicine check. Does that disadvantage on?
I mean, it's wisdom. It's wisdom checks and wisdom saving throws. So yes.
No, medicine's in.
No,
Okay,
medicine's
so can
wisdom.
Oh, medicine's wisdom, so disadvantage, please.
But I'm proficient in it.
You still get your proficiency, but you have disadvantage.
Can I roll a history check to see if I can recall any things about Thieves Guilds?
14.
21.
This went way better than I thought it would.
He seems to be like subconsciously like gritting his eyes and pain. Looks like he has a headache, even in his werewolf form. His eyes are milky. You're starting to notice similar symptoms in yourself.
Yeah.
So you get this headache. You're starting to lose sight. You're not sure what it is, but it seems to be virulent.
Yeah.
21. You would know that Thieves Guilds in general only kill by accidents. But in here, there's like the counterfeit thief press. So if you took all the money, it'd be like...
I hit.
Yeah, it'd look like it was a targeted thing to come in and take all the counterfeit money.
Yep.
Perhaps like he paid in like counterfeit coins or something like that. Like, especially if you left a note to that effect, you know.
Yep. So
Cheaters
I will do
die,
that.
or you know, something, you know.
And then I'll take the coins that we made and also the presses for them. So the machine's still there, but there's nothing to make more.
Yeah. They'll make it less obvious that it was a counterfeit operation, but yeah.
Okay, I was doing it so it looked like they were taking it to do it themselves, potentially.
Oh, okay, that's what you mean. Yeah, as long as you leave like a couple, a couple of counterfeit coins on the counter with his blood on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smear its blood all over it with your hand.
Yeah,
and
I'm just doing what I was going to do, but now in reverse.
What's that?
So that means he's going to touch his blood?
I passed
Oh, he's
my
already.
saves.
He's immune. Immunity works damn quick in here. In this thing.
Thank you, patron.
Alright, so what do you guys do now?
I guess I said, do you need me to lead you back, boys?
Nope, I can see perfectly fine.
Oh, straight ahead to the door then. Let's
Alright,
go.
I walk for the door.
So you are where? I know you're in the Swing Sword Inn.
I was just hanging around the other side of town somewhere.
Cool. So you notice one of the patrons in Swing Sword Inn looks up and he's silently talking about something that happened and he looks up and he's like blinking in his eyes and milky white. He's like ripping off the side of his head. 3 guys ran past the dead body. I just did some checks.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah,
You
by
more
himself.
checks.
I've got a +6 to my Constitution saving throw.
Still, it's gonna happen.
I'm just going to
Go
go
around
up to you
compliment.
and be like, assistance please, and the second you go grab me, I'm just going to like, and do a little spider into your
I'm
hand.
gonna shuffle over to the barkeep and be
Here
like,
you go.
Much
Sit on my
easier to
shoulder.
carry.
Be careful. That one looks diseased.
That one? And then you see like next to one of the other guys is like also holding inside his head.
And
We've wiped out the town.
What? 18 seconds to contract.
If she's that close, does she have to make a save?
I'm on the other side of the room.
Not yet.
How did you finish the campaign? Everyone
party.
died.
I'm deciding 5 foot radius
The whole party will be.
for longer than a round.
I would be wary of going near those ones.
Another one sort of just coughs a bit and see like the row behind at the next table, someone's just like touched their head a few times, drink some water. It's a DC 15, these like guys have like +0 to their saves.
Would I have known what's happening? Like looking at people getting diseased?
Oh, I think at this point,
Right.
as you go back out onto the road, you see there's a few people like looking at each other like in the eye with concern. You see there's definitely something going on in town.
Okay, can I go back to the general store, stand outside, where they know I'm a Zhentarim and all the kids know I'm a Zhentarim, and speak very loudly into a sending stone without actually activating, saying, yes, I think it's the Thieves Guild. They seem to be casting a disease so people can't see them stealing things. I'll look into it further. Thank you.
Oh boy.
As you walk up, you see the guy behind me kind of like nod, and whispers to a couple of kids. They all run out.
They all go blind.
Bloody Thieves Guild.
Big on
This is going to be very, very little, but not last. It's going to go the first long rest people have.
Yeah.
Because otherwise the whole world would be taken
Yeah,
up by us already.
But beautiful chaos ensues.
Yeah, so. I'm
On
trying
the
to
other
think,
side, they can have that wonderful natural immunity.
so I'm trying to think what the odds are. It's a quarter.
Exposure therapy.
It's a quarter plus a quarter plus a quarter. So it's 16. Is that 128 from 16? 16 times 4? No. 64?
64 is 16 times 4.
Yeah. So 1 in 64 are immune from the peasants. Unless if they're a commoner, which most people are here.
So 3 people in the
Turns
town
out
are immune, and I'm
I'm
one
the
of
big
them.
bad guy.
We know what to do at the next cult.
So obviously,
Run
all
back
the
to
main
the-
characters are probably fine, or most of them in
Oh
general.
no, he's sick and real!
Send in the artificer.
So, yeah, as his town coughs and gets sick, people all around start going blind, panic starts to spread. I think we might leave it there. So, gotta work out the ramifications of this are.
Curse you, Thieves Guild.
Oh Jesus.
So, thank you for joining us, everyone. Glad you could watch us.
Yes.
So,
Not exactly what you had planned, was it?
Everyone at home, start making Constitution saving throws.
Oh no!
What part of this made you think that there was a plan?
I mean,
I achieved. Like my plan was kill the guy. That tick.
My plan was, you know what? If they want to have shenanigans, I'm gonna fuck their shenanigans.
I think we're going to have a discussion about subtlety next game.
Always collateral damage with this
so
lot,
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
One murder doesn't seem like a lot when the whole town goes
Yeah,
blind.
thanks.
Yeah, so here we have Dr. Mercy on Wednesday. Thursday is Star Wars. So you guys know the drill by now. We'll back the Monday after that. So thanks for joining in.
Thank you to the follower we had today.
Yes, thank you.
Make sure you don't forget to tune in next week to see what stupidity happens from everything we've done this week.
What happens as a result of the plague we've created?
Beautiful chaos.
Welcome to my unbridled chaos.
And